Oh, yeah, I do. Hey, guys. Damn, that stinks. Give me that lighter. Hey, everyone. And burn your beard. Burn this cute little candle Kenny got me. Kennedy, for like holidays, she always gets me gifts, right? Can y'all hear me and see me? Can y'all hear my hubby and see my hubby? The dimwit vet. um, Hi guys. What are y'all doing? I'm coming back. I was invested in watching that live stream. I need to talk to that VADA Jade lady because um I wanna see what all she's talking about. I feel like I'm not doing something right. So my birthday. Let me tell you guys about my birthday. First off, I had the weirdest dream about Alec Murdaugh, and I told you guys I was going to tell you when I went live this morning on my Facebook for my makeup thing. Um, did the notifications go out? Wait, what went private? Did it go private? She didn't private that, did she?
What?
I just like I know I was trying to kind of keep up with it too, and I couldn't. Oh, thank you, Angie Lee. Thank you.
What?
Thank you so much for the super chat. So Veda Jade, who has like broke down like nonsense in Unirock and Katie like lying and like faking screenshots and stuff. She went on with Molly and Justin and EKC. They all did like a collab together, and she was like breaking everything down. But I didn't really get to watch it. I was trying to watch it as much as I could, but like I had to run my son to the store.
Why didn't you private it?
I don't know.
Maybe they're just doing some editing.
Maybe they're editing some stuff. Because I wanted to watch it. Also, you guys.
Hey, somebody's sending money for her birthday.
I know, I saw that. I said thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. Angie Lee, thank you. Hey, that's our daughter's middle name, Lee. Which she told me today. Me and Kennedy, when we were talking today, she told me she calls her ugly clothes trash. She was like, when I get big, I'm gonna get me some pretty clothes and throw away all my trash clothes. I'm like, wait, you got trash clothes? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, what's your trash clothes? So then I went to like her clothes that are like hanging up. Oh, thank you, Frankie. Thank you so much. Hey, normally I would never do this, but I'm just gonna let you guys know. YouTube, since they changed their things, they do take like 50% out of super chats. So I do have like a PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. If you prefer to send anybody that wants to donate, you don't have to. I'm not telling you to. Oh my goodness, Shay, thank you so much. Thank y'all. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Angie. Thank y'all so much. Um, but if anybody wants to donate directly to the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, so YouTube doesn't take like I think they take like 50% out. I don't care. You donate. What is it? If you're gonna donate, you donate whichever way is easiest for you. But I just wanted to let you guys know that because they do take a lot out. It went up from like 35 to like I heard it was like 50. Sean said he thinks it's 55. I don't know. Oh, I bet I know why they private it because Molly said something she probably shouldn't have said. Maybe they're putting it on private to. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I just normally I don't even say anything, but um, every year YouTube changes things. They put out more rules and guidelines, and it seems like the past few years they've upped the amount that they take out of. It's 55. It's 55. Okay, it's 55%. Here, I will.
Sherry just posted the PayPal.
Yeah, I'm gonna pin it really quickly. I'm pinning the PayPal and the Venmo and the Cash App just in case anybody wants to donate that way.
But nobody has to.
But nobody has to donate. Yeah, I'm just saying.
We're just chilling.
So yeah, he was. He was. Because I texted him really quickly. I was like, oh Lord. He's like, I know. So my birthday started out. Oh my gosh. We missed the dentist appointment that we had. Completely forgot about it. Whatever. Sean let me sleep in. I slept till 12:57. 12:57.
But the dentist appointment was like one that where they were like, y'all cannot miss this.
Yeah, they're like, y'all cannot miss this appointment.
Yeah. And then we missed
And then we missed it.
But to be fair, it was multiple appointments. So it was like, they told us, like, you can't miss this appointment. So we did make the first one. But then we scheduled this one, and we totally missed it.
So missed it. Like, and which I called, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And they're like, the guy that answers like, it's okay, not a big deal, and rescheduled us for Tuesday. He's like, it's not a big deal at all. I'm like, I'm so sorry. No big deal. Tell me why. About 30 minutes after I called and apologized profusely. And like, we have 6 kids. We're always to appointments, and I have doctor's appointments. He has doctor's appointments. We have counseling. They have doctor's appointments. They have dentist appointments. It's always something: basketball, baseball, football. You know, it's just all dance, this, that. We're always going, and it just slipped my mind. Speaking of, I've got to get a calendar for my desk. Can't really hear Sean. Just a heads up. Okay. Okay, put it right there. So Tuesday. That's one. Eli. Anyways, about 30 minutes after I called back, or about 30 minutes after I called, right? And the guy was like, it's okay, not a big deal. We're going to reschedule you for Tuesday. I'm like, okay, great. So then I'm not feeling as bad about it. Tell me why about 30 minutes after that, the office calls back. So I'm like, hello? And they're like, is this Eli Bass's mom? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, this is so-and-so from blah, blah, blah. I'm like, uh-huh. And they're like, when you were here last, when y'all scheduled this appointment for today, we told y'all that y'all could not miss this appointment. And I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry. It's so weird because I so thought today was Wednesday. Even though I knew Eli's appointment was on my birthday. I knew my birthday was on Thursday. And this morning, I knew that it was my birthday this morning. But I still thought somehow it was Wednesday. It was, I guess, because I was like kind of in and out sleep, whatever, you know. Do you want me to check and see? I guess because I was like in and out of sleep. It just did not. So when I wake up at 12:57, and mind you, I work till like 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot. Thank you. You did do it right. Thank you. What? Turn the air on. So she calls back and she's like, when we made this appointment, we told you that you could not miss this appointment. I'm like, I know, I'm so sorry. And she was like, normally we would not let you make another appointment if you missed one. I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's like, but since we already have it booked for next Tuesday, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll see y'all. And I'm like, she literally just called back just to gripe at me. Because we already had it booked. Like, she could have waited till I got there Tuesday and be like, listen, y'all missed an appointment. And usually if you miss an appointment, we do not like mess around with that. You know, but she straight up called me back to get on my butt about it. I was like, I called Sean. Sean was going to say, Sean, the dentist just called me back. The lady that works at the dentist just called me to gripe at me. And he's like, well, you could have told her we got 6 kids. We're always like, you know, like, I'm like, no, I wasn't even going to go into all of it. Like, but that's just wild that she jumped my butt. She called me to jump my butt. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. She sounds like a real delight. I wish I would have got her name. I really wish I would have got her name. That way when I go Tuesday, I could pull her off to the side and be like, listen, I don't know if you're a mom, but surely if you are a mom, you've forgot about an appointment before, right? I have 6 children. Like, my kids are involved in football, basketball, baseball, everything under the sun. Okay? So I do apologize. Thank you guys for everyone coming and saying happy birthday. Thank you. I got scolded. Yeah.
It's aggravating, but I mean, we did miss the appointment. So. That probably cost the dentist. Even though
Her name is Karen.
Even though I don't like how they schedule like 10 people all at one time, you know, to maximize their amount of money and leave you waiting for hours. But
yeah,
the dentist probably missed out on a couple $100, I imagine, if not more than that. No, I'm sure it's more than that.
I don't know, but I do feel like they do overbook a lot. Like doctors, dentists, they usually do overbook. That way, if somebody doesn't show up or cancels, they're still not sitting there twiddling their thumbs, you know. And I felt bad. She didn't have to call and scold me. I felt bad, didn't I? I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. And I deal with a lot of mom guilt for working because usually I am the one that takes care of all of that. I'm the one that makes the appointments, that gets medication, that calls and tells the doctor we need refills and goes and picks it up. I'm the one that does all of that normally. But since I work, I still make the appointments most of the time, but I'll have Sean take them, or me and Sean will take them together. So I just forgot. I mean, I have been working really hard lately, a lot lately, staying up super late, and it just, I don't even know.
Man.
You know?
We've never missed one before.
I've never missed one before. Never missed one before.
Man, I really don't feel that good. I'm gonna hang out for a little while, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, babe. They ever booked it takes 2 hours to go back and forth.
How's the
Thank you. It was really good. It was really good. It's a Louisiana thing, I guess. You know what's so crazy is someone said that Nonsense was like making fun of VADA for being like a small channel or something. I was like, oh, you're a small channel. Does Nonsense have a big channel somewhere that I'm missing out on? Because I heard she said that about somebody else's channel, EKC. I heard she said that about EKC. Like, she's just a little nothing channel with 18 subscribers. But her and EKC have almost the same amount of subscribers. Like, I went to Nonsense's channel to see, like, well, dang, how many subscribers does she have?
Isn't she from, like, Facebook or something?
Yeah, she has a Facebook, like, Nonsense on the web.
She seems like a very bitter person.
Yeah, she is.
Doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Seems like.
Let me see. Nonsense. Like that. Oh, look, there's my picture. 1 hour ago. Where's the money? Part 2. Misinformation cronies, the facts from their own mouths. Nonsense. I've invited you to join me. She will never do it. She will never do it.
I mean, she got a filthy mouth.
She does have a filthy mouth. She's got 4,000. She's got 4.64 subscribers. So 4,640 subscribers. Okay? 4,000.
And what? You haven't even been involved. Like, where's the money?
I never got any money.
She just puts your picture
She just puts my picture up there.
So aggravating.
I really figured she was going to put the video back up. I figured she probably was doing some editing or whatever. I never got any money. That's the crazy thing. And to my knowledge, every time I watched Molly or was on with Molly, if someone said, Molly, I just sent you money to Miss Letitia, she would say, oh, I got it, bam, to Miss Letitia. And she would show it. Like, I just sent it to her. And now they're trying to say that the fake Letitia Bias Cash App accounts that were made was made by Molly and Justin. That they're the ones that made those accounts to get money to
I'm sure
they're the ones that called those accounts out.
I'm sure they made those, like,
probably
Nonsense on the web probably made those accounts to say that, because I bet there was a lot of underhanded stuff going on back then, but you didn't even, like, every time that you went live on their channel, you didn't even make any money.
I made no money on their channel.
You literally, and I don't think they ever went live on your channel, or they might have one time.
Yeah, Molly did one time, and Justin did like twice or something.
Yeah, but you went live on their channel almost every night, because I remember saying
several nights in a row.
I remember saying something like, babe, you can't keep going live on their channel because you're not making any money.
And I need to
But you
focus
got a
on
lot
my
of,
channel.
yeah, you need to focus on your channel. Yeah, yeah, it's not going to be followed up by any proof because all it is speculation. That's what they do. They just put stuff out there. They put speculation out there with no facts, no proof whatsoever, and then they do underhanded stuff to try to make back up what they're saying. You know, it's disgusting, really. I mean, what did Nonsense on the web say about us? Nonsense. What did she say? She said something about me.
I don't
I don't remember, but she
know.
looks like a very bitter woman.
Nonsense got all this proof, but it's lost in the mail. um, her panties are cramping her style. She talked about my looks. I know that she like commented about my lips.
Yeah, it says something about your lips.
All Apology says that they are saying that because Molly called out the fake ones as real ones a few times. I did see that. I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but that's how it started. If Molly posted a fake one saying that it was the real one at one time, I'm sure it's because she got confused. Because I've watched Molly several times and I've seen her get kind of like confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when they come to know about the fake ones, they did say there's fake ones out there. Report the fake ones. They told people to report the fake ones.
Yeah.
Yes, child, got 'em. What's up with my lips? I don't know.
Talk about all those low life people.
I know.
I like your lips. Your lips look good to me.
Thank you, Joe. That's my thing. Is it's sad YouTube community is about spreading hate than actually resolving issues. But that's the problem. Manufacture problems to begin with for clicks and views. Exactly.
That's for people that have literally no content, no creative ability. All they do is attack other people. I mean, these are people who are like professional haters, basically. They hate on the internet as much as they possibly can, and they make up lies about people, and just for $1. I mean, just for a couple of clicks.
And then they like to call other people out for being money hungry and scammers and lie. And I'm like, y'all literally are constantly on the drama for money. Yeah. Like, what the heck?
Anyways, tell them about your finish telling them about your birthday day or whatever. So we ain't talking about these people all night.
Okay. I actually kind of like talking about it sometimes. I like calling them out at times. It's so funny because they want to call me out. Like, I can call y'all out too. I just choose not to most of the time. Because I do like to have a channel of substance. My channel is a channel of substance. Like, I have content where I talk about different stories and missing children and things like that. Like, all y'all do is talk about other YouTubers. How great is that? She yells facts but goes after looks. Oh, I've heard that woman like talk straight nasty about people. And I'm like, but that's how you are? That's the type of person you are to go after somebody's looks? Yeah, the ones with no content for themselves go around starting and creating drama to use it as content. That's what Unirock does. He creates drama so people respond, so then he can go get the response and make that content. But anyways, so she chewed me out, whatever. Then Eli called. So me and Sean get started making my breakfast, not breakfast, it's like lunchtime, but something that I had been wanting. I had seen it on TikTok and he said he was gonna make it for me. So I was gonna help him make it. It's you get a tortilla, you cut up strawberries, Nutella, mushroom, what's it called? Not mushroom. Graham crackers, and what's that other white stuff?
Marshmallow stuff spread. Like
marshmallow spread, strawberries, Nutella, and graham crackers. And you put it on the
I'm about to go lay down, baby. I don't feel good.
I'll be there in a minute. You put it on the tortilla and you fold it into a triangle, and then you fry it. You just knocked over my flowers, baby.
Sorry.
And you fry it, right? And after you fry it, you dip it in cinnamon sugar, right? And let me see if I can find it. I'll show y'all. All right, let me see. All right. Cece, you need the links, babe. Here's the links if you need them, Cece. I don't. Sherry said she thought you needed them. I wasn't frozen. I was just my phone for a second. Are you? I know it was really sweet. It was really sweet. The second one, I was like, take the Nutella out because it was a lot. All right, let's see. Just a taste is what it. Just a taste reels. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I'm gonna email it to myself. Let me see if I can email it. Actually, I'm gonna share it. All right, I just shared it. Now I gotta go to my Facebook. I'm gonna show y'all. And then for dinner, he made me chicken and dumplings because I really do like chicken and dumplings. So he made me chicken and dumplings. Oops, oops. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I do that. All right, let me see. Here it is, right here. Marshmallow spread. Happy birthday! Oh, thank you. Graham crackers, Nutella, and strawberries. And then you fold that jizz over. Um, yep. And then you put it in the fryer. Get it good and crispy. And then you dip it in some cinnamon sugar. Hey, decorate, and then you eat it. So he made me that for my breakfast. And then he did chicken and dumplings for my dinner, and it was really good. Um, he does that though. Like if I see something I want and I tell him, he will make it. He'll do whatever. Yeah, he made that. Um, and it was a little on the too sweet side. Um, I was like, next one, no Nutella, because like between the it was really sweet. It was good though. I know I should have recorded it. I should have. I didn't think about that. Um, but anyways, I want to talk to that Jade Evade girl because Veda Jade, because just from what I saw, she had some really good information. Oh, thank you. She had some really good info. See, this woman is playing content an hour ago from months back. Like, who even know? Like, this person, this person said they were also saying they were getting charged hundreds of dollars because people were calling her attorneys. Where's the proof? Well, where's the proof of everything they're saying? And they just lump me into everything. And you know what's crazy? Is when you finally respond to these people, when you finally respond to them after they've done 20 streams on you, then all of a sudden, you're the crazy person. They're obsessed with you. What? The amount of times like Nonsense and Unirock has talked about me to the little amount of times that I've mentioned them, like First off, I didn't even know what a Unirock was or who a nonsense was. I didn't know who either one of those people were. Like, I come to learn about Unirock through Steve McRae, and Unirock was defending me, saying, I've seen proof that Katie mass flagged Elle Bee and or Leslie Bass and Steve McRae. I saw the proof. I saw the proof where Katie admitted that she's got stock accounts. I saw the proof where Katie admitted that she trolls people. He admitted all of that. And then I heard him say something the other day. He said, when I realized, I think this is what he said, that when he busted Steve for lying about fundraisers, that's when him and Steve quit becoming friends. That's not true. Him and Steve stopped becoming friends because they were doing a live stream together on Unirock's stream, and Unirock was saying something, and he was getting the information wrong. It had nothing to do with the fundraiser. I think Steve was on Unirock's panel. I know they were on panel together, and Unirock was telling a story, and he was saying it wrong, and Steve was saying, no, that's not right. That's not right, Uni. That's not right. And Unirock is like, hold on, Steve, hold on, let me finish. And he's like, but that's not right. You're not saying it right. Unirock muted Steve. Yeah, Unirock and Steve McRae are two different creators. Yeah. Unirock muted Steve McRae, muted him. So Steve left and went on Twitter and started tweeting saying what Unirock is saying is not factual. He's messing up, like he's messing the story up. That's not what happened. And some people's like, oh, Steve's tweeting about you. He's mad. Steve's tweeting about you. He's mad. And he's like, oh, he's mad? Oh, he's tweeting about me? All right, fine then. He's like, you know what, Steve? What about this? What about that? What about that? Like all this other stuff, you know? And that's when Unirock flipped on me. I had never even had a conversation with this man. He had never asked me my story. He messaged me one time and said, I would like to talk to you. And I said, okay, my husband just got home. Let me talk to him for a little bit, and then I'll be free to talk. And he said, I want to talk to you to get your side of things. Call me back at this number. This is my, what did he say? My office phone. He said, this is my office number. He ain't got no office. He ain't got no office. But I messaged him back when I saw it and said, my husband just got home. I'll get in touch with you in a little bit. He never responded to that. And next thing I know, him and Steve are butting heads. So he's coming for me too. Coming for me too. All because I'm associated with Steve. He never said, you know what, I'm not going to go after her because I've never talked to her. Me and Steve just got into it. So I'm going to go after Steve, but I'm not going to go after her because I know mom's basement landline. I know, right? And what's so crazy is his viewers want to laugh at my office about my shed. Elle Bee out there in the shed. I'm sorry, but my shed looks good. And a lot of money went into this building, and we worked our butts off on this building. Hard-earned money made this shed where I bring in an income to feed my kids while Unirock sits in the basement and is behind on child support. KJL is now claiming that she's the creator, that Dre had said reached out to her about making videos about Vaughn. If she did, she had an angle. Oh, she absolutely had an angle. Did y'all hear what Dre said? She said only one creator reached out to me, but then when I went to check, she had already made videos about me. So I was like, no. Yeah, how you gonna make videos about somebody calling her a smurderer? A smurderer, and then reach out to her to try to be her friend. But that's Katie for you. I read hairline like he hits his head on the basement ceiling. At least you got a shed and you're not in your mama's basement. Exactly. Like how is anybody? It's not even a shed. It's a studio, and it's a nice studio. Like what? Like no. Vaughn is not dead. She said Vaughn was doing good. That Vaughn was doing good. That he had started opening his eyes. He would like bat his eyes at her. He would make noises. But he was in a facility and they abused him, according to Dre. She said, Iggy says, I've been watching you since you were using your phone wherever you can find privacy, even in your bathroom. Exactly. I started out in my bathroom using my cell phone like this, recording in my bathroom closet. And this is where I'm at now. I have my own studio, and I have two screens and a really good computer, you know, and it's mine. It's not my mom's, you know. Thank you, Briette. It's just astounding to me the way they talk. Like it's crazy. At least it's yours and your mommy don't own it. He don't even have a shed. Exactly. Exactly. If I was Vaughn's parents, I'd want to speak with Uni in person. Me too. If I was his daddy. So KJ is still making her nonsense. Wow, I've been a subscriber to you for over 2 years. I learned of you from KJ, but quickly realized how crazy she was. Much like, thank you, Brittany. Yes, Katie's never gonna not be what she is, unfortunately. Like right now, Katie tweeting about Dre, and Dre deserves to come back, and like, girl, you were the main one going after her. What do you like? They played videos of all of their followers going after Letitia. Now they're going to help Dre go after Mr. Marvin Sr. It's really disgusting. These are all my notes for the Murdaugh thing. Oh, let me tell you guys about my dream. I don't even know how I had this dream. So I had a dream that me and Sean went to a car dealership to buy Sean a vehicle. That we were going to go get him a new vehicle, and we pull up, and they have this like Mustang, right? This black Mustang, and that's what he wanted. And so we go in to talk to the people about buying this Mustang, and the owner is who we first see, and it's Alec Murdaugh. He's the owner of the car dealership, and I'm like, hey, we wanted to talk to someone about the Mustang out there, and he's like, oh, we'll go back there to that last door, and my top salesman is in that door. I'm like, okay. So we go to the back, and we open this door, and it's like this little closet. But sitting right here inside this little closet is my uncle. Yeah, my office got internet, air conditioner, a heater, alien spyware computer, 2 monitors. And we went through two cameras so far. But thank you, Pat. Thank you so much. So my uncle was the salesman in the closet. And I'm like, hey. I'm like, what? I didn't know you worked here. I thought you sold insurance. He's like, well, I do that too, you know. And I'm like, okay. I know I'm dreaming of Alec Murdaugh. Like, what the heck? So I'm like, okay, well, we wanted to Alienware computer. Sorry. She don't know what she I don't know what I have. So what did I say? I don't even know what I said. So I'm like, well, we want to look at this Mustang, and my uncle's like, okay, well, let's go out there and look at it. So we're looking at it, and Alec Murdaugh comes outside, and I know he's on trial for murder, but in my mind, when he wasn't at the trial, they were letting him out on a work release. Alien spyware computer is what I said. Y'all know I ain't no computer person. So I know Alec Murdaugh, the Alec Murdaugh case. So Alec Murdaugh comes out, and I go over to talk to him because I'm like, this is so crazy that Alec Murdaugh is not in jail right now, and he's on trial. So I'm like, I'm going to talk to Alec, you know? So I go there, I'm like talking to him, and he's telling me, he's like, I didn't do it. Like, you know, they've been really good to me. They let me out on work release. So I go back to the prison when I get off work from here. I go back around 7 o'clock. I eat dinner. And then in the morning, I'll go to trial for a few hours. And then after trial, I come here. And in my mind, it wasn't like trial lasts till 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. It was like trial lasted till like noon. And then after that, he went to the car dealer. Anyways, so Sean's over there talking to my uncle about this car. I'm talking to Alec Murdaugh. Just so like mind blown that he, I'm asking him questions about Maggie and Paul, la di da di da. And did you wake up and check your account being in the same room with Alec? You've been robbed blind, I know, right? Oh. So Trio Monkey says I was duped by Unirock. I really thought he was a friend and he disrespected me big time. I boosted his server in Discord, super chatted, helped him PayPal. What I get, lied on and kicked out. You're not the only one. Several of his mods got treated like that. I mean, one of his mods, the day that her dad was killed unexpectedly, Unirock went after her because she missed a mod meeting or something ridiculous like that. I know I'd be working in my sleep. I know, right? So, anyways, I see my husband getting in the car, like this Mustang that we were talking. I see him getting in the car, and I'm like, um. So I walk over and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, I'm about to go. I'll meet you back at the house." And I look at my uncle and I say, "Did he just buy this?" And he was like, "Yeah, he did." I was like, "Sean, you didn't tell me." And he was like, "Well, we said this is the one that we like." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I thought we would have had a discussion before you bought it, you know?" And I'm like, "I didn't even see them sign paperwork. Like, how is this happening?" So Sean's like, "Well, I'll see you later." He's like, "I'm gonna go show Kaden." And I'm like, "Okay," because in my mind, like this was gonna be his and Caden's, like his and Caden's car. Caden's coming up. He's just got done with driver's ed and he's going to be getting his license soon. So, of course, Caden's like, "Give me a vehicle, give me a vehicle." So that has been a discussion about Caden, a vehicle. So, anyways, Uni Dumb is like a 13-year-old girl at recess, mad, not getting all the attention. I know that other girls are getting. Exactly. Yeah, this is my dream. It was so weird. Um, so anyways, Sean pulls out, and when he pulled, so the car was black sitting there. It was a black Mustang. Like, was it a Mustang? Sean, what kind of car does Tackett have? Because that's what it was. It was a car like Tackett's, but it was black. Um, so when he pulls out, though, this car that was black turns like purple and green and all these weird. And I'm like, Alec, I thought the car was black. He's like, "Oh, it is black, but when the sun hits it on different directions, it has this cool little situation where it turns different colors." And I'm like, "That's wild." Like, I don't know. Sean knows about that. Like, he's gonna pull up to the house in a car that looks pink or something. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, "Whoa, that is crazy." It was the weirdest thing. This car just turned all different kind of colors as Sean was pulling out. And I was like, "Wow, that's wild." But anyways, okay, it was a Camaro. It's a black Camaro then. Alicia said I jumped up Daryl Brooks when I was watching his trial. See, I don't. It's crazy. Um. So, anyways, as we're watching Sean pull out, and the car turns all these different colors, and I'm talking to Alec. Alec like grabs my boob, and I'm like, and I wake up, and I don't know if Sean had maybe put his hand over me and maybe did it, but I literally wake up because Alec like grabs my boob in my dream, and I'm like, it was literally the weirdest thing. Um, did you do that, Sean? That was this morning. That was this morning. So it's really weird. The building that they worked in, it was like a portable building with like two of them, I guess. And like you walked in, and there was this hall, and at the end, when you opened the door, like my uncle was sitting right here, and there was clothes hanging back here, and then it had this other hall with clothes down. It was the weirdest thing, and I'm like, Alec Murdaugh? It was a weird dream. Like he literally grabbed my boob, and I was like, and it scared me. Like I didn't know if he was going to kill me or what. But I woke up thankfully. I'm not fantasizing about Alec. It was scary. I was scared. I was so scared. This is about the nicest thing, right? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that this is the first time KJ also fake screenshots. Anyone remember the Forever 21 7M thing? Um, what did she fake something with the Forever 21 7M thing? but I wouldn't be shocked at all. What did I get for my birthday? So, this is one of the things I got. Sean got me this, which is a makeup holder. I have had dreams and woke up mad at Sean. Sean's had dreams and woke up mad at me. So that was one of the things that I got. Kennedy got me this candle. Sean made me lunch and dinner. And whenever we can, I told Sean, I said, whenever we can for my birthday, I do want us to go out to eat at like a nice restaurant. And I want to get my nails done whenever I can because I love getting my nails done. Um, but right now I can't. My channel is like switching over to true crime really tanked my channel as far as a paycheck. Um, Kennedy got me this the other day. So if you guys see me wearing a little girl's watch, it is. It's the Little Mermaid. It's Pocahontas. It's all the Disney princesses on this watch. And I've told you guys, most of y'all guys this, but so Kennedy has a JoJo Siwa watch. And Kennedy is homeschooled. And Kennedy gets points for doing her homework and all of that, right? Well, at the end of the week, she can buy from the store. They have a store in her classroom. Um, she's homeschooled by her grandmother, and at the end of the week, she saved all her points and she bought this watch. And she came home and she bought it for me because she has a pink JoJo Siwa watch, so she wanted me to have a watch. Uh, it's so cute. Kitty is the best. Oh, thank you, Erica Lee. Thank you. She posted a doctored image of Forever 21 responding, which they didn't. It was edited to someone who harassed them about sponsoring as if they sided with the court. Thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. Do you take melatonin? No, I don't take melatonin ever. Because I don't need no help to sleep, girl. I fall asleep. I mean, I've been on streams before and like super sleepy. Like, I'm like, people gonna think I'm on drugs. Come on, I'm over here like this. Wait, hold on, what? The person in the chat? Oh, happy early birthday. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Jay. Hold on. So, thank you, Janie. Thank you so much. So, the screenshot, hold on. I remember that. I remember Katie showing Instagram messages, right? It was an Instagram message where somebody reached out to the company saying, like, you shouldn't work with that group because they're a cult and la di da di da. And that company responded saying, like, oh, we didn't know, but we're not working with them or we're looking into it or something like that. That was fake? Are you telling me that was fake? Sean, I'm looking for that. Oh, I do know that. Wait, is that her? Is that her? Because I like her. Is she in my chat? That is her. Oh my god, I love your stuff about Unirock. I love your stuff about Unirock. I didn't know that was her. If she's still in here, she's got a part 1 and a part 2. And if she's in here and she'll let me play a small tidbit of it, I will. And I suggest, yeah, you guys go subscribe to her channel. She has like a part 1 and a part 2 of Unirock that I've watched is really good. Yeah, I don't have no problem sleeping at all. Oh, I was shocked that you were in my chat. Because my husband was like, if you guys haven't seen Azariah, if you guys haven't seen Azariah's video on Unirock, go watch him. And I'm like, wait, what? She got videos on Unirock? So I'm like, let me go see who it is because I want to watch them. But then I went, I'm like, oh, I know that channel because I loved your videos about. You did a great job on those videos. And if you're okay, can I show up? Can I show a little bit of it? Just one of them. I'm gonna show you guys the channel. And she did like an interpretation of Unirock on one of the videos, like in the beginning, and it was like really good. Where is it? Okay, there it is over there. I'm about to show you guys the channel, so you guys can go sub to it. She has, yeah. I'm like, what? That's her. Oh, thank you, Claire. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to say, who we talking? We're talking about you. We're talking about you. Can I show a clip, like a few minutes of your first video? If you're okay with that, because I love seeing like videos of people really calling. The thing is like the people that deserve it. If there's people over there constantly attacking creators, when they're sitting over there being liars and a-holes and doing worse things than the people they're calling out, like how you gonna call me out when I don't even mess with nobody? I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't steal, I don't mess with nobody. I take care of my family, I take care of my kids. Me and my husband have a good relationship. We're not you gonna go after me. You know, I'm like, it makes I can't even believe people that like there's this other girl that like has kind of talked crap about me, um, because of my husband. Because see, she saw my husband in somebody's chat, and she said that person is like a terrible person. But she supports a creator that literally is constantly like making racist remarks, like I'm never making part three. Also, to those who do watch the video, please put an F in the chat for the brave soldier who might not allow himself and his unit to listen to his. Wait, hold on. I did know you weren't making a part three. Hey, Trio Monkey, you know how many people has told me that they came here from listening to Unirock? They're like, I heard about you through Unirock, so I really wanted to see who you were. And now I'm here and I don't watch him no more. And I realize what a liar he is. Um, so I'm hold on. Okay, you're saying there's a soldier who may have unalived himself in whose unit? That was out of Unirock's unit? That is terrible. I've got so many subs from like Unirock and Katie. That's why I can't be too mad about it because I'm like, I end up getting subs off of them. I really do. And I'm sure I probably will get subs from not. Actually, I got a sub from Nonsense too. I had somebody tell me I came here from Nonsense channel and I like you and I'm not going back to her. Let's okay. We'll do. Uh, Oh. I was like, wait, what? I didn't know that. Because I'm like, did he really have a unit though? What's so crazy is like, if you look my husband up, if you look up the name Sean Bass, pictures of him in his uniform is going to come up. Any, like, most men in the military that I know have pictures of them on Facebook with their family after graduating from boot camp, like after returning from deployments. I mean, Unirek was married. He's got kids. You mean to tell me he never took a picture of himself in uniform with his wife, and she never put it on Facebook? Never a picture with his son. You know what I'm saying? Like, never, never, never. Like, it's strange that there's absolutely no pictures of Unirock in uniform. All right, we're gonna watch a clip of it. Let's see.
I stopped being a podcast. Right, this is tough shit.
Welcome everyone. End up confusing people and make lazy content creators skip your video. You don't want that.
That's a lot to unpack.
According to her. However, much like Anthony.
No, you're lying again. I'm not even going to go into that. This will be enabled me to skip a big part of these, okay? You see how much we're about to skip.
You got to keep the same energy. When you're acting one way on your channel about people that you're talking shit about every single day, and then you go on their panel and act completely and totally different and pretty much kissing up to them, and
boy, he sucked their butt. Oh, as soon as he got on that panel, he's like, there's some misunderstandings, I'm sure. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean there's some misunderstandings? Oh, I thought y'all could see what I could see. Sorry. Let me fix that. Sorry. What do you mean there's some misunderstandings? You haven't even got them on there. Like, you haven't even talked to them. The second Unirock joined their panel, I'm sure there's some misunderstandings, guys. What? Huh? What do you mean? You haven't even talked to anybody yet. What do you? What? He was already making excuses. Because he knew, and he knows, he's nothing but a liar. Yeah, me and Sean, somebody came in my chat one day saying, how do we know that Sean's a soldier? I said, because you look up his name on Google and you go find his photos. I said, but I'll show you right now. So I went to Sean's Facebook and I started showing photos. They said, how do we know that's Sean? Well, it says Bass on his ACU that he's wearing, and that's his face. And they're like, it don't look like him. And I'm like, well, this was like 14 years ago. He's changed a little. But I'm like, you can definitely tell that's him. This is literally his Facebook account. There's pictures of me and him together. I'm like, and that's his people though. They just want, when you prove to them something, they won't take it as an answer. They will not take, like, I'm showing the pictures of my husband in his uniform, like with his unit, you know, at like award ceremonies and stuff like that. How do we know that's him? Well, I don't know. At least I'm willing to show some proof, whereas Unirock will not.
We don't get along.
It's when?
are you not being given money by Katie Joy? Is she a wrench?
No.
Doesn't she have a wrench on your channel?
Documenting my experience with Katie.
I know it's been up and down with you too.
Me and Katie.
No. Bullshit, Unirock. Bullshit.
No, Unirock. You are a wuss.
Not because you just admitted that, you weasel. What? Oh, that's me.
Disclaimer. Commentary is meant for entertainment and educational purposes. I provide my opinions along with facts and will disclose such. I will try to bring as much accuracy and verification as much as I can, but I still strongly urge you to do your own research. I do not
You know what's crazy too? Is most creators will tell you, these are my opinions, do your own research. Oops. Most creators will tell you, do your own research though. You know, this is just my opinion. Unirock and Nonsense will not tell you to go watch us. They will not say, but go watch them, form your own opinion. They don't want y'all watching us because then they'll get caught with their lies. I know it's like going to your prom and not taking photos at all. At all. Who does that? Never mind. I'm going to keep that to myself.
Condone contacting or harassing anyone. Anything a person does is out of their own accord, and they do not speak for me. All offended feelings are all.
Scrub-a-dub-dub. Put Unirock in the bathtub. Because he look like he smell like shit.
Also your own. There is strong language used. Footage used in this video and gameplay fall under fair use. I do not own any trademarks from these companies. Gameplay footage is my own place.
Look, I don't really like talking about people, but Unirock does look like he stinks. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the thing that he wears. What's that thing called? The wife beater. He just looked like he don't smell good, and I don't know. He might smell great. I don't know, but like, I don't know. There's some people you look at and you're like, they look like they don't smell good. Like their BO is rank and like he don't bathe on a regular.
Style, false copyright strikes and claims will be countered. Thanks. Hello everyone. I did this video sort of on a whim, so don't expect a super serious deep dive.
You did great.
It would still be articulate than anything the subject of this video says. However, I feel like each time I think I'm finished with the script, I ended up having to rewrite or add shit because this ass clown is still going on with his piece of shit useless self. So don't be surprised if there is crap missing since he goes live every single goddamn day spewing more verbal diarrhea. I'm trying to catch up, hence the delay of the video, but it never seems like it's gonna end until he gets his greasy white trash self sued. I really don't plan to make a follow-up video, so that's why I wanted to wait it out a little bit. On a side note, normally I find that people who repeatedly say that they're real or honest over and over and over again, like a broken record, are very much not that at all. Chances are, it's the very opposite. It's almost as if they're trying to convince themselves as much as to others that they are fair, that they will seek truth. In fairness, uni shit isn't the only one in that group of miscreants. Charming creators on the screen are also guilty of it too. Feel free to share anyone else who falls under that category. I suspect most of you already know about the background for both KJ and Uni. It is a mile long. I want to add in my commentary, but I also want to include a few streams that don't get addressed as much as I think they should, or points that I wish could be addressed more. Let's get to his specific antics, which I know he won't be able to disprove because I have clips of shit that's coming out of his own mouth, along with past doxing and harassing behavior that he's done in the past, which I will explain briefly.
Yeah,
I'll show my face during the conclusion of the video, because
I do think the reason he went after Annie is because she's a bigger creator, and I think he thinks if he gets her attention and she says something back, that would be gold for him. That would be gold in his mind. He thinks, if I go after Annie Elise, she catches wind of it, so she even so much as mentions my name, and people come to look to see who I am. I think that's, and because she holds a similar opinion as I do, that Dre McCray was a little bit on the controlling side, and that's the reason Vaughn got depressed, and the reason Vaughn may have tried to end his own life, because his marriage was not good. Annie Elise holds that opinion because, like most of us who did our research, who went back and watched all these videos and heard Dre tell Vaughn that he could not go stay in a hotel to get some time to himself, that she was not giving him any money. He didn't need it. She accused him of abuse. She went and told friends that he abused her, told the girls that he got abusive. Like, I think most people that did their research formed that opinion. Even Nonsense did. Nonsense was the main one saying all this. Katie, Nonsense, everybody that watched all the content had the same opinion. But then all of a sudden, whenever Miss Letitia and Marvin Sr. wasn't talking to them and went and talked to Molly instead, then all of a sudden they're not on that. They're not on that side anymore. They're not on that side anymore. Unirock has never produced any proof of anything. I also remember with That Crystal Ball, I was big mad over Annie. It's always creators she has a problem with. That catches it. Exactly. I know. I'm telling you, she pays for his vapes. She pays for his Red Bulls and his vapes. Unirock only is seen because he puts other names in his videos. It took him 3 weeks to say he was putting together a video of Molly and Justin lying. I never seen a video. Only he keeps doing lies. Because he can't. He can't do a video showing any ounce of proof of nothing. Nothing. In my opinion, honest opinion, Uni is hired by Katie to go after her haters. I wholeheartedly believe that. I 1,000% believe that. If the video gets dislike bomb, that means Uni ran across it. I know, right? I probably shouldn't have said nothing. I'm sorry. I brought a little bit more to. I'm so sorry.
You have a lot to say instead of just complaining behind like gameplay footage. Don't worry, I'm not a faceless YouTuber. I just don't really feel like being in front of a camera right now because I look like shit. But I do want to look at you in the eye on camera at the end with my authentic feelings on everything that has transpired in this tragic situation. I'll try not to be too blunt and harsh, but I'm not going to make no promises. So, a bit of a background with why I'm recording this. It's to say that a well-established fact that we can all agree on is that KJ has ruined the Justice for Vaughn movement. Something that was meant to be positive for not just a Marine in a fucking coma, but for possible male DV victims, or even people who struggle with suicidal thoughts. It provokes a discussion of the suspicious circumstances in an investigation. Something that's nuanced, something that you want to handle correctly. Unfortunately, the family and even Vaughn is now being shit on due to this trashy tea channel along with her cult members. Hahowever, she is not the only one playing a role. On a side note, and I'm going to say this right now, I am by no means a Molly Golightly supporter or Justice for All. They have their own issues, and I do know some of their spicy history. That's just putting it lightly.
Spicy.
But in all honesty, I do not have a reason to believe that she is a
Thank you for the super chat. We're not going to watch all of it because I do want to encourage everybody to go watch her channel yourself. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you.
using this movement.
I get why you
Because
said that
think
now.
about this. If she really was exploiting this for views, why would she still be defending Letitia and Vaughn's family rigorously despite the story coming to a standstill? It's been pretty inactive since, I believe, July. If she really didn't care about the story, she wouldn't be in contact still with Letitia along with her moderator Goose and move on to some other true crime or trauma case, just like any other exploitative true crime channel. And with Molly's financial background she discussed, I think she would do just fine without YouTube. I think her heart is actually in the right place here, whether you like it or not. A broken clock is right twice a day. That's what the saying goes. You'll hear that frequently throughout the video, matter of fact.
True.
This is something I shouldn't even have to say to adults, yet here I am. Now, there are YouTubers who do financially benefit with true crime cases, which honestly is not the most evil thing, especially if it's a past, done and over with case, but it is also a special kind of evil if they're being malicious, that they have underlying motives, pretending to care. It's bad enough to exploit and be a trauma vulture, but to spread misinformation to incite harassment is just a low. And you can't get any more vile, hateful, disgusting, tone deaf pieces of trash such as Unibitch and without a brain cell.
Way more people than 4K in those early streams, but those are rumors. Don't take them as serious.
Shut up.
I can make whatever I want off this story. I have not attached this story to Marvon's death. See, I'm taking in tips. They're taking in donations for an emergency. Completely different scenario.
The words of a true genius. Bro, what? Oh my god. Imagine saying that out loud in front of your idiot followers and thinking you sound good or genuine in any single way. I cannot imagine me saying that with a straight face and not thinking, yeah, I'm genuine, totally unbiased. How could I be exploiting a man who tried to commit suicide and is in a coma? I'm totally not a grifter at all, man. Tips and donations, two completely different things. Oh my goodness. It's just that
Unirock legit said, Unirock literally said, it's not right for us to cover the story and get super chats and donations. But he can cover us covering the story and get super chats and donations. Because his is just tips. What? Unirock literally has hashtag Marvon McCray, hashtag Dre McCray, in almost every one of his videos. He hashtags their names for every one of his videos, pretty much. That is a trauma vulture. That is a tragedy pimp. That is someone using Marvon McCray's name for all the wrong reasons. To hashtag Marvon's name in every one of his videos, even if it has nothing to do with Vaughn. What?
clip speaks for itself. I feel like if you want to click off of the video now, feel free to, because I think I made my argument pretty clear. But anyway. This stream is about 4 hours long. But I know the argument that Unirock has been making against Molly, and basically any others who have criticized him, is that he was never given a voice by them. Now, this is false. And what I'm about to show you, some context, is that this was a few weeks to a month before Creepshow was doxxed in the server. That's when Unicuck became a turncoat against KJ and wanted to be seen as someone who doesn't advocate for harassment or doxing. But let's be real, the harassment aspect is exactly what he does. And the only times he'll speak out against doxing is if it's something that will damage his channel. If that wasn't the case, he would have spoken out against All Things Sassy and Charlotte, two smaller but great creators, instead of a creator he didn't even like to begin with. The Molly and Justin live is not the only time he was given a chance, multiple chances, but he still blew it.
I love the Augie stream. I love the Augie stream. That's probably one of my favorite streams, is the Augie stream.
It's almost like deja vu and nothing has changed. I'm only including some moments I found while listening to this 4-hour live stream, and I wrote down the timestamps, 8 to be exact. I know there's more, but I wanted to clip the most golden moments where 4 different creators, all more successful and enjoyable to watch than he is, ask him the same goddamn question. What argument are you trying to make? Even though he just admitted he didn't do any research. And besides, if I tried including all of those moments, we'd be here all day. A waste of my time is a waste of your time.
Unirock,
Thank
you said
you.
you had files that would change the conversation. Is that true?
Hell no.
Of the file?
Let's not pretend like this is just gonna devolve. And if you want to bring up something, go ahead. I will.
Okay.
I'll give you guys
Well,
all night if you want.
Brought up.
Make your
I am
argument. Don't talk
making
about
it.
Make it.
One more
ahead.
time. My argument is that back when this all started, that the campaign that was lodged against Katie has grown and morphed a little bit. I've been
Don't
interrupted every
make
time
it.
anyone tries to talk.
We've been
It's
in the
so fucking annoying, dude. You have to understand. No, listen,
Well, I agree.
no.
I
Everyone
fucking
shut up.
agree. I was
Everyone
trying to do
shut
a
up.
live stream. I
You
can
have
yell
to
too.
fucking understand how frustrating it is when you're like, you do something. I'm like, what are you doing? And then you're like, I'm not doing anything yet. What the fuck? Okay, you want to make an argument? Make it right now, please.
No.
Argument. I want, like, what is the...
I do apologize for the language, you guys. I do apologize, but earbuds, not around children, bad language. Sorry, but this is the greatest stream ever.
I get on my live stream.
Believe in.
It's having a hard time getting it through here, and I understand why. I do streams like this all the time. I get it, and I love it. I'm not putting it down.
What is, like, the core, like, point of contention here? Like, what is something about the situation that you agree with all your, like, you agree with so hard that you'd come into the stream to, like, argue with people about it? Like, what is the thing that you fully believe in that we don't? I want to know the core argument.
What is the thing?
Show your intention. Like, what message do you want to, like, put out there? Like, what are you trying to say, like, we should do or the audience should do differently that is not already being done? Because I think all of the reactions have been relatively rational. So I'm just wondering, like, what do you think should be different?
Go ahead.
What is the context? Because you just said I don't want to say it. Just tell me the full context.
Well, I was saying that I just don't want to piss you off because I have important clips that will, from me watching your past videos, I think you being someone who tries to.
Okay. Now, I'm going to summarize what was going on in that stream. And those are just 8 significant clips, in my opinion, were the funniest and very telling. Once again, I'll link the full stream. The timestamp where his ass gets dragged in is about the 2-hour mark. This is what happened, what he was trying to say or babble about, just to keep you up to speed. So he keeps shifting the goalposts. Regarding Shannon's video at the time, first he said she got the video wrong about a YouTuber who had sexual harassment claims and a restraining order against him. But if someone wasn't totally ignorant, would know that Shannon specifically said that she would not get into it. She did not make a point about it. He basically only watched.
That was barely mentioned in Shannon's video. Like, Shannon's like, that, and just moved on. But Uni's like, you were talking about someone that abused. He made like this big deal out of it. And when he was on Augie's stream, they're like, what is your point? What is your point? Everybody got so frustrated because Uni wouldn't make a point.
Watch 4 minutes of the entire 45-minute video and then try to schedule a stream where she supposedly got everything about KJ wrong.
Yep.
Even titled it as such. Or basically a clickbait title,
Yep.
Let's be real. When he got in, of course, he was debunked within minutes, if not seconds. He was arguing about a point or topic Shannon didn't even make. And he would have known that had he watched the full video.
But he didn't.
Now his second point was that he wanted to show evidence of these sexual harassment allegations, again, that could change everyone's mind. Need I remind you, she only mentioned it but did not want to discuss it. The fact that I'm saying this a second time is just really annoying. Furthermore, what exactly does that claim have to do with KJ not taking accountability? I think his point was, well, because of all this alleged bullshit that I personally don't even believe, is affecting how she behaves. Again, I don't know what that has to do with behaving towards other creators, harassment towards Tati, the lawsuit, or lawsuits, and etc. He was reminded a third time that no one was talking about the YouTuber at all. And I'm sorry, I have to refer him as that, because if I feel like I so much mention this guy's name when this video is criticizing just one person, just one, he will send the cronies after me. Almost the same way Unirock tried to spin it in Augie's stream, something that nobody was even talking about. Him trying to debunk something that he said someone got wrong, though the point wasn't even made or cared enough to. We don't care about his drama with the YouTube.
Yeah, Unirock was going live, scheduled live, saying like all the things that Creepshow got wrong about Katie in her video, when he didn't even watch all the video. And he had a live scheduled. He had just started, I believe, and then Augie was live with Creepshow, so Uni joined their live, and then he admits, "Well, I didn't watch all of it." And then every point that he was trying to make, it wasn't even legit. Shannon's like, "I didn't say that though. I didn't talk about that though." And then Unirock comes in and is like, he's like talking about Steve McRae. Steve McRae this, Steve McRae that, Steve McRae this. And then Steve joins and he's like, "Who cares about Steve McRae and this drama?" Well, you were talking a lot about it before Steve got on panel. That I still like. I have that video downloaded somewhere because I love that video so much.
We really don't. Then his point more to KJ being discarded poor lady, and that's why she acts the way she does. He's basically says that we as people who should know better as humans are responsible to an entitled woman to change her behavior. Nobody is obligated to help her, okay? We shouldn't have to tell a 45-year-old woman that called an essayed child a brat to not falsely copyright strike people, to dox an influencer's family, to contact someone's sponsors, to not maliciously post financial records and defame everyone and their mother. Exactly. Is this your way of trying to come off as this moderator or good guy who takes all sides? Because then you later say in that same stream that you only got Katie's side and no one else's, and then you claim that you didn't know. There is multiple statements that evidence is always given to you, but you just seem to ignore it. The fact that you are trying to spin basic human decency as this medal or a coach lesson that we need to learn tells us about you too, that you don't know how to do the right thing. That doesn't make you a non-biased moderator. And true seekers, again with that term, they take a real person takes all sides, hears everyone out, they don't conveniently leave something out, they look at all of the evidence and not accuse every single person of being a hater or part of this, oh my god, harassment campaign. Call the fucking newspapers. That makes you a simp, my dude. Someone who can't even research their shit should not be calling themselves a middleman. That's not how it works. Then his point now became that KJ has this troll army, which, by the way, are we in fucking middle school, adults throwing around the terms haters and trolls? No offense to anyone, but I'm just like half of these people's ages, and I don't use those terms at all, even ironically. It's just too much. Then his point changes again, become, oh, these people don't care, after the whole panel accurately interpreted or clarified what he's saying. Repeating his own words.
I think you guys would care, honestly, at this point. I think you're more concerned with what you criticize, and I understand that. And I think we do two different worlds. I think I'm doing one style of content, you guys are doing another, and that's fine. But that's my point.
What you're saying is that you have been dedicated to watching only one side, which is the people who do not see. No, you're gonna let me finish. The people who
let her go and try not to interrupt her because it disrupts her microphone. I'm detecting, and this could just be me reading into it, but I'm detecting a little bit of subtle jabs or whatever at our content. It's like, oh, these silly live streams you do.
Dude, my live streams are silly. I think obviously I think you guys have seen a couple of them. My live streams are stupid as fuck. So no, I'm not taking jabs.
True that, Unirock. I think that's the one thing that I've heard Unirock say that is the truth. His live streams are stupid as F.
I was making jabs
Yeah,
at
but
myself.
here's
and
the
I'm not
problem with
cucking
that
out, so I'm
defense.
just being real.
Yeah, but look,
If I ever make a channel just to like debunk Unirock and call out his lies, that will be like the main thing that I start the video off with every single time. My live streams are stupid as.
I watch your shit, my guys. I
okay.
watch your stuff.
Let me explain the problem with your defense, and then I will let Shannon go ahead. But I think the problem with your defense by devalidating your content by saying, "Oh, they're just silly streams or whatever," is that you minimize the criticism that comes your way. Oh, I just do a stupid little live stream.
No.
Do you not see it that way?
I don't know, because my live streams are different from my content. They're on 2 different channels, so it's like, I do my serious stuff on one channel, I do my shitty stuff on another. So, my point is that a lot of the hate that's going at Katie right now is over, let's say, shit that's being misrepresented. And yeah, I get that. That's what people do to stir up drama sometimes. No, I'm not saying any of you guys. So
Misrepresented.
I guess.
Has been misrepresented. Bring up a point that's
wait
actually
a
valid about
second.
what has been
You can't just say
misrepresented.
not you guys and then make a broad general.
I will. No, I wasn't done. But I
It's
wasn't.
'cause
I'm
he's
not
in the
talking
call
about
with
your
us. He
community.
wouldn't say that if he wasn't in the call with us.
Not true. Not true, actually. I've criticized Nicholas before, son. But I was so I know.
Yeah,
he's not
Okay,
here,
this is here's a pattern that I'm seeing you do, and I just want to call this out.
but you
real
don't
quick.
even know me.
I'm just
You
saying
don't even
based
know
off
me.
what I've seen. Based off what I've
But you
seen.
haven't even
Based
watched
off
me.
what I've seen. Based off what I've
Okay,
seen.
go ahead.
Based off what
This conversation, sure.
Ba-
Okay.
basically what I see is that, and I know I know people who do this. All right, this isn't like uncommon thing. It's basically you make an extremely hyperbolic statement about someone, like Shannon got it wrong. Then as soon as you get in a call with them,
No.
you try to buddy up with them.
I
and
haven't
make
even
friends.
had
That's
a
how you.
chance. I'm not
And
buddying
that's
up.
probably what you
You
did
mean to
without a
fight? I
crystal
can
ball.
fight.
You're saying you made videos
Bitch, no,
against
you
that
can't.
without a crystal ball. She probably contacted you, and then you probably sucked up to her. That's probably what you did. People have done that to me. People have made exposed videos on me. I get in a call with them, and they try to fucking suck up to me, dude. It's literally
I get
a
it.
strategy that so many people do. Maybe you're not the one
I
doing it, but I just see the
No.
pattern. I'm not
I mean-
claiming 100% you do it, but you see the pattern here, right?
That's what he does.
No, I do understand that helps your argument too. What I'm saying is,
Okay.
1 second. I haven't been studying or looking at for my content, so I don't think people are watching my content. I think you're just looking at a couple little streams.
So, you heard that. The sighing, the passive aggressive bitch boy behavior, and the delusions of grandeur that those people were below him, that they just don't understand, that they aren't hearing him out. Uni, people are hearing you out. I think the issue here is that I don't think you understand that you can't hear yourself whenever you open your mouth. He wants courtesy, wants people to really shut up when they turn the heat up, and in no way he was being piled on. Aki was very patient. Boblax and Muda were more than kind, but they were blunt. He was the one gaslighting and mansplaining on the other hand, and throwing
Yep.
jabs as, oh, we can scream if you want, though they were calm. Asked repeatedly what his point was, and also asked several times to send them evidence. DMs, recordings, videos. Did he ever send it? No. Nothing while he was in that 2-hour call. The only time Augie raised his voice, as you see, and along with Boblax, was when Uni was cucking out and accused them of not caring, not getting his point, that they were being too angry, blah 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 blah. Anyone in their position would have snapped within the first 5 minutes. So I kind of commend them. If Uni seriously thinks this is what internet blood sports are, it would be a massacre if he tried that shit with me on a call, let alone IRL. Every single time in the beginning when he was attempting to argue, he immediately went to going on about that YouTuber in the sexual harassment claims.
And nobody even
Nobody
cared.
cares, dude.
Nobody cared. Yeah.
They really don't.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because I don't want to play her whole video. But I do want you guys to check it out. She has a part 1 and a part 2 where she really points out a lot of things about Unirock. So you guys go watch her. Go check her out. I know my husband is pulling for her to do a part 3. I know I am too. I want to see something really quickly. Unirock's latest video 19 minutes ago. Where's the money, Molly, Golightly, and Letitia? Dre has reached out to us. Dre's reached out to y'all. To you. Oh, she done screwed herself with that one, hasn't she? All right, let's see. There was a video that I watched the other day, and I was like, so much of this is wrong. Like, he got so many details wrong. $28 timestamp. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that. Let me go back. We'll go to the 28 mark.
You don't.
Make sure I'm honest and tell them about my experience. So I'll give you an example. That chat does not like me. And they were saying some mean stuff. Like they were talking shit about my looks. Guess what? I agree with you. I know I'm not no winner. I'm not, the best looking dude on the block. Molly, on the other hand, showed me tonight that she gets upset when people say things to her on the internet sometimes. So I come upon a clip of Molly doxing people. The reason I think Molly wasn't like completely flipping out on me and being nasty, because I have reacted to her doxing people and talked about how fucked up it is and how, it does make the entire thing look like a scam. That's why Sin says they said everybody got refunds. Danielle, no. Kelly, no. Trisha, no. They're not being honest. That's the end of the truth and facts. See, Joanne, I do agree with you. Did I get any proof when I went over there? I did not.
You include the $1,100 that KJ took back from GoFundMe. She's donated. She has refunded an additional over $4,000.
Well, I know that's what the issue is.
Do you want to see that?
I think that people would want to, or they maybe like it would.
Because you're not believing it, right?
No, it's not me. It's not me. No. I am believing you. I'm gonna take anything you tell me as you say, and then I'm gonna apply it to what I have. I'm not gonna think anything like you're lying, or I'm not gonna put anything like there's negative inference. But I'm just gonna look at what we have after seeing what's there. You know what I'm saying?
And a flashback. 2 weeks later.
Actually withholding it because I want to. I have a good reason. I swear. You have to trust me on my reasons. What sound does a goose make? Honk, honk. I'm Goose. Honk. Honkity honk. It only take 2 seconds, man. Oh, that's good. You have to trust Goose, the liar. You gotta trust Goose, even though she lies her ass off all the time. Why can't Goose be a nice duck?
I'm a sippy bitch boy who's a racist, toxic piece of garbage who sucks more dicks than me and believer.
Did she say sucks more?
I feel like my cat who has been neutered has bigger balls than this guy.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you?
A neutered cat definitely has bigger balls. I so forgot about that. I know you start off the second one dressed like that again, don't you? Please send me $5 for a Red Bull. It's my birthday. Please. It's my birthday. I have to get up in the morning. You guys made me work so late. Please send me $5 for a Red Bull for my birthday. But then he bashes us. If we make money. Like, what? At least we feed our kids. At least our money goes to pay our bills, feed our kids, pay our house note, pay our car note, pay for our kids to be in driver's ed, pay for our kids to do X, Y, and Z. Like, you're buying Red Bulls and vapes. That's all you're buying with your money. Do you contribute to the household? Like, because I don't know. I heard that he lived with his mom in the basement of his mom's house. I took inspiration from Illuminati. I love her. She did so good too. She did so good. They do let you put in. No way. No way. I did not know that, Cece. God, where's the video I watched the other day? She made this parody song of what got off. Yep. Please don't smoke the crystal meth. I remember that. I remember that.
Did Ram?
It's hilarious. Someone's lying. Yeah, this one, it says 10 to life / Elle Bee. Someone's lying. Who's lying 10 to life? What? What? It's so weird because I'm like, does he just not think why can we not do our own research to form our own opinions? I do want to listen. We're going to watch a little bit of Uni Ball List really quickly. This, where's the money?
If you paid more than $15 on tax,
Where's the money? Show me the money. It's so crazy because he says, he ain't got to show nothing. I ain't got to show nothing. I ain't got to show nothing. But yet you expect people to show you something? Like you expect somebody to show you, the man that's been talking so much crap, you expect people to show you something of theirs, but you won't show, nothing, show your proof that you've been in the military. Since you say I vet bash you, well, it's easy to prove that you were in the military and that you did it, which I believe that Uni Rock was in the military. I do. I just don't believe he ever did a tour in Iraq. And his DD-214 shows that. His DD-214 says he was never in Iraq. I am still late. Hairball. No, I ate popcorn a while ago. After that teenager made him and Steve look like the biggest losers ever, I can never look at this like, I know, girl. I know. That was the best. That was the best video ever. That was the best. Thank you, Patience. I wonder why it's not showing. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it either. Sherry, I do have it pinned. I have all my PayPal, my Venmo, my Cash App. I do have it pinned. I don't know why the links won't work. But I want to hear what he's got to say about why he's questioning them with money and why it's any of his damn business. Even Dre herself said, if you donate it to them, then you deserve to lose your money. It is what it is. So if Dre don't even give a crap, why do you care, Uni? I don't even care for Steve, but the obsession is too much. But in fairness to Uni, he seemed to have toned it down. But yeah, he's kind of turned his attention to Molly. He definitely has. So let's hear what Uni Pebble is talking about.
Weirdos.
I could literally watch him and debunk him 24/7, I'm sure. Because most of the stuff that he talks about, when I have had to watch him to take timestamps, to report his videos, because when he does videos on me and I see him and he lies about me, or he talks about my children and says I abuse my children, I do report those. Absolutely. Not that YouTube cares that they don't ever do anything about them, but I do report them because that's my right. He literally says I abuse my children. So yes, I'm going to report that. But when I've had to listen to his crap, I'm sitting there like, that's a lie. 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 I can just pay for Uni to fly down to where Steve McRae lives and pay for a hotel room. I know, right? I know.
Because this person was pouring their heart and soul out about how their kids were being harassed, young children, and I don't know why that would turn these people on so that they would, number one, watch porn.
What? What the heck is he talking about? Let me back this up. I think I missed something here.
Going to school, young children.
Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. I must have missed something. Ooh. Don't you look at me like that, Unirock. I know, isn't it scary to see Jason all on your screens looking like that? All right, let's see.
That YouTuber, you know what I mean? So this person is on Molly's stream right now, correct? Chat, please help me out. Is this YouTuber on Molly's panel right now, or am I lying?
What? I mean, you do lie about pretty much everything, but who cares if she was on Molly's panel? Molly's grown. EKC is grown.
I'm not. You gotta tell me. That's her, right? Chat, give me some confirmation.
Who cares?
Give me some confirmation.
Who cares?
That's her, isn't it? Oh well, who?
You know, you want to know something? Unirock knows that he is believed so little that he's like, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. This is her, right? I need some confirmation. Because he knows that people knows he's a liar.
Whose channel is this? Oh my god, that's her channel. Wait a minute. That's the person on Molly's panel right now.
Okay.
So if we go back to 9 months ago on April 26th of 2022, and we fast forward to the, hey Aussie Trisha, thank you. If we fast forward to the 2 hour, 31 minute, and 37-second mark.
Is Unirock doing research or did someone send him this information? Probably someone sent it to him.
Let me prep the stream for you, and then you can go fact check whether I'm telling the truth or not. Here,
I'll fact check. I'll fact check you if I know the facts. I will fact check you.
Talking Katie, Joy, upcoming court and rumors. And if you look, it is April 26th of 2022 on the YouTuber on Molly's panel. Now, they're talking about children. And they have been, if you rewind this, go fact check me and see if I'm lying. They're talking about...
Why does Unirock talk about people talking about children? Because let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys something. Is he going to say that you're not allowed to talk about children? Is that that's probably what he's going to say, but watch. Yes, Jersey girl, I did get a PayPal. Thank you. Do we not talk about children? Is talking about children, is that over the line? Because... let's see. Let me find it. Is it on Unirock or Rock-A-Lot? Which one is it on? Y'all give me a second.
Do you like getting high, but...
No, I'm not a get high type of girl.
Found it.
But that's okay.
4 months.
Bear with me. Let me show you guys this. Crap, where'd I go? Oh, if you wear a hat indoors, you aren't a veteran. First off, you spelled aren't right or wrong, and I did not say that. That was such a lie. My husband wore a hat in here earlier. He's a veteran. Uni is like the worst with twisting things. And even the way that he twisted, I'm like, if somebody believes that, they're an idiot. If somebody believes I said that, they are just as dumb as he is. All right, where's the video? Where's the video? Where's the video? Where's the video? Oh, here. Okay. You guys see that video right there? Elle Bee duct tapes kids. You guys see the little guy in the chair behind my face looking weird? Taped to a chair? So he was talking about my child in that video. He was talking about my child. And that the little boy that's taped to that chair looks a lot like my child. I don't know if Unirock has went on my Facebook. I don't know if he's went on my Facebook or something and saw pictures of my son to figure out what he looks like. That way he can get a picture that looks a lot like it, a lot like my son. But he has accused me of abusing my son by duct taping my son to his car seat, which I never did. And he said that Sean broke our kids' bones. So, but then they say you're not allowed to talk about kids. Don't dare mention children. Oh, so you can mention children and accuse people of abuse, but can't nobody else say anything about kids. Can't nobody else say you're a deadbeat dad. Because it is, how dare you? However, he can call Steve a deadbeat dad. He can call Steve a deadbeat dad. He can have people on his panel calling Steve a deadbeat dad. The hypocrisy is what is like out of this world for me. He was talking about EKC. He said she put kids' faces on C. I know nothing about that.
About children. That's what it's about. It's about children going to school, young children, and those children encounter people that are being very mean to them. Okay? Well, if you just turn the volume up all the way, you turn the volume up all the way, what do you hear that they're listening to while they talk about children? Well, you tell me.
Watch it. I keep calling them the N-word. Calling them porn.
Why is there porn noises? Ew! That's a woman moaning. And what are you looking at, greasy old pervert? Why is there a greasy old pervert watching porn? And look, the YouTuber on Molly's panel looks over like, what the heck? I wonder if you can hear any more porn noises.
I can tell you right now, just because EKC was looking that way and Steve's on that side of the screen, I doubt she was looking at Steve because she's seeing Steve on the screen, not beside her. Steve's not actually sitting beside her. So the fact that EKC looked over like this, she was probably looking at something in her room, not at Steve. And people have said, a lot of people have come out to say that Steve has one of those mics that you have to push a button to talk into. That if Steve was not talking, his mic wasn't going to be playing anything. So I don't know if anybody was watching porn or not, but you cannot make a claim like that with absolutely no evidence. You cannot say somebody was watching porn and not bring evidence. I did send those links to CC because Sherry, and yeah, I linked everything because unless somebody I'm not even seeing, Sherry, where you're posting it and it needs to be approved. I'm not even seeing that. Which I don't know if YouTube, I don't know why I'm not seeing that. But I did go ahead and pin it. But I do know if you're asking people to subscribe, like, thumbs up, or donate, that's usually grayed out, and me or one of the mods will have to approve it. And I don't know. I think we just have CC and Steph in here right now. I don't think B's here. I don't think Nat, Candy, our Nat, Southern Charmer, or any of the other ones are in here right now. So they would have to hit the approve button if they seen it, but I'm not even seeing it. But I did pin it.
Watch monkeys. Just because of what they want.
There was another moan. There's another moan.
Like where their parents are from.
Oh man, it looks like she noticed it and she's embarrassed. Looks like she noticed that while they talk about kids, a greasy old pervert's watching porn and touching himself on her panel. Listen, here, let's go back to 2 hours and 37 seconds. 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 37 seconds. So I'm going to be nice. Oh, Molly is disgusting. This is disgusting, Molly. This is gross. Now, here's the deal. This woman was alerted that while they were talking about kids, they were watching porn and showed the proof. You know what she did? She defended him. I'm not lying.
How can you make the claim saying they were talking about kids and they were watching porn? You have no proof there. You have no proof. It's just your assumption. And you assume a lot and you make an ass out of yourself a lot. I'm sorry, Uni, but you do. Just because you heard a noise in the background, there are 3 people on a panel right now. That could have been background noise from Renelle. Renelle said, like, her kids were there, or her grandkids were there, and she ended up having to tell her grandkids, like, hey, go in there for a little bit, because she was, like, on a stream, I think. So that could have been a TV. Like, who knows? Thank you, Mariska. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Gene. Thank you. Appreciate you. She defended him. Oh, and don't say she didn't, because it was a huge controversy. Molly, you might want to check the people. I know it's hard for you to find people that will blindly lie for you right now, considering there is video evidence that you stole the fundraiser money. and that you guys are getting called out and proven to have lied about everything by Dre.
Where is that? Where has Uni proven that anybody stole fundraiser money? He had a lot of, oh, here's the money in a boat, in a boat, in a boat. This is all the money. And Letitia jumped in that boat and took off. And he's literally saying, why would Molly let Letitia just take the money and run? Why would she? Why would she? If she really believed that Letitia was taking the money for what she needed it for, that's why. I think I just bumped out of that one. Sorry.
Human. Oh. Dre. And you're getting proven that Letitia and yourself and your friends ran off with the fundraiser money. I know you're really having a hard time.
I would love for Unirock to prove that. I'm not gonna do that. Like, where is the you? That would be like me coming here saying I've proven that Unirock never went to Iraq. I've proven that. I've proven that time and time again. I've proven it. The evidence is out there. I've proven it. And Unirock could be like, well, where did that happen? Well, I can't ever prove it. I can't actually prove that he never went, but I can tell you why I think he never went, because his DD-214 doesn't say that he ever went. He did not get a Iraqi campaign medal, which is anybody that was ever in Iraq. If they stepped one toe in Iraq, they got a Operation Iraqi campaign medal. He does not have one of those. He does not have one. Why not? So that's my theory of why he did not, but I cannot say I proved it. I proved it, which is what he does. And anybody that watches him and sits there like, yep, you did prove it. All because he drew on Microsoft Word. He just drew a little, all the money went in this little boat. See, that's the money. That's the money floating around. And it came in from Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. It came out from it went all into this bank. And then Letitia got and just took off with it open wheels. And she took off. Why did they let her? Why did they let her? You know? Why did they let her leave and take off all the money? First off, she was getting harassed ridiculously. Miss Letitia was getting harassed. Her people were calling her job. Her boss told her, this has got to stop. Like, this has got to stop. Her home address got doxxed. So she had to move, or she had to go stay somewhere else for a little bit because her home address was doxxed. So yeah, she disappeared for a little bit. She did. She disappeared for a little bit. But you want to know what would make the most sense? Unirock's like, why would they let her leave with the money? If she paid them a percentage, they would. Or if they really believed the truth. If they really believed that Letitia was using the money for what she said, then they would be like, okay, we helped you out. You have the money to go see your son when you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like that. If what they said was true, that would make perfect sense.
And finding YouTubers that will ruin their career and lie for you and defend you through this. But before you have one on, you should probably check and see what they've done in the past. Because I will put everything on it. She kept.
You should probably, before you have somebody on, you should check and go watch all their streams. Go do background checks on them. Sorry. Most people don't do that. I'm going to be on Wildflower T's channel tomorrow, I think. And I have not done a background check on her. I don't watch everything. I watch her stuff that I like, and I like her. So I'm going to be on her panel.
Having him on. She kept hanging out with them. She kept doing stuff for him. And if you think I'm lying on these people, I'm going to play the clip again. I want you to listen. Turn up your volume with me to know whether I'm lying or whether this really happened. And then again, here, before I play the clip. 9 months ago, on April 26th of 2022, here's the title. Here is the channel. This video is live, and it is at 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 33 seconds. Now, this person is on Molly's panel lying right now on nonsense.
No,
on
she's
Dre,
not.
on me, on all of you.
Are you watching her? Do you see what she's saying? because they came with some pretty hard evidence. Jade and EKC, or VADA, Jade and EKC, came with some pretty hard evidence. Like, they actually presented evidence. They, like, came and was like, here's this, here's that, here's Katie saying XYZ, here's Nonsense saying XYZ, here's Unirock saying XYZ. That's how you present your proof.
On all the donators, but this person is a perv, a creepy, pervy perv. Take a listen.
They can do being tortured by kids calling them the N-word.
Now, this person, I feel so bad for you that you were on screen with these two weirdos, these two disgusting, perverted weirdos, because this person was pouring their heart and soul out about how their kids were being...
I will say that sounded kind of weird. It did. But let me tell you something. I can be sitting here working and I'll have 2 or 3 things going on my computer. And a TikTok might come on or this might come on. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean they're sitting there watching porn.
Harass young children. And I don't know why that would turn these people on so that they would, number one, watch porn while this person talked about her kids and please themselves and masturbate. Because if you zoom in right here, you'll notice that he is moving his shoulder around.
No, he wasn't. You couldn't even see his shoulder. I did a video on this. Where I zoomed in on Steve as much as you could. And you could not see no movement of his shoulders. You couldn't even see the guy's shoulders. Like, you really could not even see his shoulders. There was no movement. He literally just lied his butt off.
If you're going to do that kind of thing on stream, you would need to zoom your camera into your head and turn all the lights off in the room you're in. But let me give you a piece of advice next time, YouTube, that you want.
Because you sound like you do it on a regular. I mean, if you're gonna masturbate while on stream, you need to zoom in really good, turn all the lights off. Let me give you some advice on how to do it.
Masturbate and watch porn while you have guests on to talk about children for an hour. Next time, make sure that your speakers aren't also on.
I don't know. I heard Steve has like a mic that you have to push a button to talk. So I don't know like if that's the case. But if that is the case, then whatever the noise that came through wouldn't have been on Steve's end because you wouldn't have been able to hear anything.
For how disgusting it was to watch porn while talking about children experiencing her.
He literally just runs off the mouth with no evidence. Like, you heard a noise. It could have been anything. I mean, what was I watching the other day? What was I watching the other day? I think it was a TikTok. And it was what was it? It was a TikTok where the woman said, I'm going to drink or I'm going to eat a piece of food and make noises like, to see my husband's reaction. They were not doing anything. She took a bite of her food and goes, oh, and her husband was like, I mean, you never know what it was, like what was happening, like what was going on. But it was Steve. You seen his arm. What? No, and if that doesn't show people that watch Unirock how he will take something and just run with it, then I don't know what will show them.
Harassment. He watched it the whole time. He was sitting there watching porn that whole stream while they were talking about kids. And
how do you know that, Unirock? Because it's something you would do? Just because you would, let me be like Unirock real quick. Just because you would sit there and watch porn the whole time while someone's talking about kids doesn't mean anybody else would. Or everybody else would. I mean, literally, a while ago, you were trying to give me pointers. If you are going to be doing that on stream, you got to zoom really in on your face, turn all the lights down. You look like you knew what you were doing. You look like you know what you're talking about. He is just running with this.
After that happened, people came out as witnesses against them and said, oh, they watch porn while they're streaming all the time. It's a weird thing they do. I can never figure out why they did it. That's why I stopped hanging out with them.
Who said that? Who said that? I ain't heard one person say, oh, yeah, that's why I quit being friends with Steve and EKC. Because they watch porn while they're doing streams. First off, I doubt that's something, and this is what they do. I doubt that's something that Steve would tell anybody. Hey, well, I'm going to stream with people. I'm watching porn, too. Who's really going to say that? Who's really going to say that? It's the same as, what did they say the other day that I was like, what? Oh, not the other day. But back whenever Katie flagged my channel, right? I had known Steve all of like 2 months. I don't even know. I had not known Steve that long. I'd had maybe 3 conversations with Steve. Not a lot. Whenever my channel goes down. And I could to be, I probably have more than 3 conversations with him. But I'd only known him for like 2 months. Oh, thank you, Mariska. Thank you. I did not know Steve that well. When Katie called for a mass flagging in my channel and my channel goes down, I didn't know him that well. He invites me on his panel like the next night and he says, I'm going to give you my super chats. I'm going to give you my super chats. They turn it into, Elle's in bankruptcy. She's behind on her bankruptcy payment. She's about to lose her vehicle. So she had Steve do a super chat stream. First off, we have been in bankruptcy for like 3.5 years. We were not behind on our payment. But if we were behind on our payment, they thought I was going to tell a stranger, some streamer that I just met 2 months ago. Oh yeah, I'm going to go tell him. I wouldn't even tell my family because I would be embarrassed. Like I would be embarrassed if I couldn't pay my bills. And I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if I needed money though, like if I was to the point where like, oh my God, I'm about to lose my vehicle, I would go to my family. I'd be like, Mom, listen, oh my God, like I'm about to lose my car. I can't lose my car. Like we haven't been able to make our bankruptcy, but I would go to my family with that. But I'm not going to go to, Steve, guy that I just met like 2 months ago. Do you think you could give me your super chats or something? I don't know. I'm behind on my bankruptcy. Please? What? That's literally what they said. That I got Steve to give me his super chats because I was behind on my bankruptcy payment and about to lose my vehicle. Anybody that would even believe that I would do something like that? Oh, thank you, moderate. Thank you so much. Anybody that would even believe. Welcome to the Elle Bee family. I face racism for my ethnicity, but I never yapped about it the same amount as Uni is. I know that I was mind blown that Uni like complained so much that I questioned his vet status. I was mind because I don't know one single vet that would really give a crap. I mean, if anybody questioned Sean's, he would either be like, here's proof, or I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to prove to you that I served my country. I don't need to prove to you. Most vets would be like, I don't give a. But he cries about it. I mean, cries about it. All day, every day. He did so many videos about me vet bashing him. If Uni seriously thinks what he faces is the same as actual discrimination, including actual vets, then he would never ever last a day in our shoes. That's what makes me feel like he's not like I'm pretty sure he went through boot camp. Okay, I'm pretty sure that, but most soldiers wouldn't give a crap. They just would not give a crap. They would be like, listen, I went through real life stuff, okay? I lost buddies. They wouldn't give a crap.
They got exposed. And Molly has to know this.
Nobody got exposed, not by you.
That cringy, when you get busted for something that big and that many people like laugh at you and make fun of you for it, you know?
The only people that's laughed at them is your people, and they're, well, I mean, if they follow you.
People know about it. So why do you think we don't interact with her? Why do you think she has such a stigma that no one will talk about her? But I will do one thing.
Who?
I will make sure everybody knows what the hell she did so that when Molly, because what she'll do is Molly will pay money or she'll pay subscribers or she'll pay clout to have somebody lie for her. And that's exactly what's going on. So,
exactly. The night that I went on Steve's panel, he was like, because Katie shut your channel down, we're going to show Katie that she can't stop you or something like that. And all the super chats that I get tonight, I want to give them to you. And I was like, you don't have to do that. I said, you don't have to do that. He's like, no, that I want to. I said, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, I want to do that. And I was like, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If a person of color is telling a white guy like him to stop whining, being a big crybaby, then maybe it's best to shut up and realize you're overreacting. Exactly. He acts like the biggest baby I know. Like, my God.
So anyway, one more time, because you will, unlike all of you, I won't lie about you. I'll just show the truth.
Yeah, you will.
I won't. Come.
You ain't showed the truth about me ever. All you've done is lie. I agree, Marie. I agree. Yeah, he started up the vet bashing claims after he lost subs after embarrassing himself on MGL's panel. Exactly. That's the thing. It's like my husband, like, has all these friends that he made in the military. Like, he's Facebook friends with them. He has a lot of their numbers. Like, I'm like, I ain't never seen, you know, like, or heard of anybody that, I ain't never heard Uni say, oh, my buddy from my unit. I got this buddy in my unit that did XYZ. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never heard him say that. Because he was only in a unit for less than 180 days, in my opinion.
Empty-handed, like they're doing over there, making up their bullshit. I'll come with receipts. And what is my receipt? Her very own YouTube channel. Molly's guest is right here at the 2 hour, 31 minute, and 37-second mark on her channel 9 months ago on April 26th of 2022. While they're talking about and having a stream about children, they're watching porn, and it comes through the microphone.
Hold up. Who complained about the Little Mermaid being black? Uni did? Don't tell me Uni complained about the Little Mermaid being black. I thought that was cool. I really did. Did he really complain about, like, like you said, she's a fish. She's a fish woman. Why not? Does it hurt him that bad? That I do too. I thought it was great. Wow. What did he say about it? That is crazy.
Listen again. I'll turn it up even louder, and you tell me if I'm lying.
Tortured by kids calling him the N-word.
Oh, that's, I think I
Calling
did
him
know that.
tortured by kids calling him.
I do think I remember something about that. But I don't remember, I didn't watch what he said. I don't know what he said. But it seems like I do remember maybe you saying something about it now. That is wild. Like, dude, shut up.
In the N-word. Calling them tortured by kids calling him the.
Now, again, she notices it.
N-word.
Her face gets a terrified look on her face, and she looks over.
Calling them.
She shakes her head like this. She's terrified.
Is that a terrified look on EKC's face? Hold on, let's zoom in. Let's see if EKC gets this terrified look on her face. Like, oh my God. This is a terrified look. Look. Let's see. We're gonna zoom in on both of them. He says Steve's shoulders were going up and down, you could see. But when you zoom in, you really cannot see Steve's shoulders. Like, it like blends in with his chair too much.
Watch monkeys. Just because.
So again,
okay.
And I do feel bad that their guests' kids experienced race exposed. And Molly has to know this. This is when these people come around, when you do something that cringy, when you get busted for something that big, and that many people like laugh at you and make fun of you for it, you know, people know.
Hold up. He said mermaids are supposed to be dark. Light doesn't reach the bottom. Hold. Does he know that people that are black are not black due to the sun? That it's not a tan they're wearing around all year? I mean, if they were going to go with, okay, like my daughter, Paris, she's dark skinned, and during the summer, she gets darker because she tans really well. But that's not what they were portraying the Little Mermaid as. They were portraying her as a black girl, as a little, you know, a little, what? So I guess everybody's born white, and those that just so happen to get dark did it due to the sun. Are we freaking crazy here? Wow, what an idiot.
About it. So why do you think we don't interact with her? Why do you think she has such a stigma that no one will talk about?
Because you're a loser,
make sure
Uni.
everybody knows what the hell she did, so that when Molly, because what she'll do is,
why do you care, Uni?
Molly will pay money, or she'll pay subscribers, or she'll pay clout to have somebody lie for her, and that's exactly what's going on. So anyway, one more time, because you will, unlike all of you, I won't lie about you. I'll just show the truth. I won't come empty-handed like they're doing over there, making up their bullshit. I'll come with receipts, and what is my receipt? Her very own you.
No, he's got 6,000 followers. Guess my daughter got too much sun seeing she's dark. Apparently not. Black people aren't tan. I'm light olive skin, hard for me to tan as it is. This dude in his community legitimately never been around a POC. Apparently not. Mariska said, when I was 5, I thought my adopted nephew was black because of the sun. I started sunbathing to reach the same effect. Until I turned into a lobster, my dad made sure I understood that it was not from the sun. Exactly. That would be like saying only light colored fish live at the bottom of the ocean. There's all exactly. Has he seen the fish? I mean, there's what? The hare ran to a smarter receptacle. Yeah.
YouTube channel. Molly's guest is right here at the 2 hour, 31 minute, and 37-second mark on her channel 9 months ago on April 26th of 2022. While they're talking about and having a stream about children, they're watching porn and it comes through the microphone. Listen again.
Does he know that EKC and Steve are not in the same house? He says they're watching porn. First off, the noise wasn't, they're not both watching the same thing. Wherever that sound came from was one of them, either EKC, Steve, or Renelle. We don't know. We have no idea. He's just going to blame Steve and act like he's got some solid evidence when he does not. We don't know where it come from. And it doesn't mean that it was porn just because it was that noise. Literally, like I said, I watched, who has seen this, I think it's a TikTok, where a woman says, I'm going to take a bite of my food and make a noise to get my husband's attention. And she puts the piece of food in her mouth and she goes, and her husband goes, you know, and it was just a joke. Like, there's all kind of things out there that could, who knows where it came from? And they're not sitting in the same house, but he says they're watching porn. Such an idiot.
I'll turn it up even louder, and you tell me if I'm lying.
Tortured by kids calling them the N-word. Calling them tortured by kids calling them the N-word. Calling them...
And then he says you could see Steve's arm going up. First off, I saw Steve do this. Just like, he nodded his head because he was paying attention to Renelle. When Renelle said, my son was tortured by calling him the N-word, I think that's what she said. But she did say tortured by calling him the N-word. Steve goes, thank you, Angela. 5 birthday minutes left. Oh, 5 minutes left. And it won't be my birthday anymore. Thank you so much. He wishes he could masturbate alongside Steve instead of EKC. I know, right? But you cannot see Steve's shoulders. First off, the mic is in the way, like it's too dark. And then EKC does not have this look of like, she just looks, she looks over at something in her house. Because if she was looking at Steve, she would have did this in her screen. Because the way, like right now, I'm not going to do this to look at EKC and Steve. I'm not going to do this. No, because I can't see them up there. Just like EKC is not going to see Steve if she looks to the left. Because he's not actually to the left of her. I can't believe I got to explain this to Unirock, you know. EKC is not in the room with Steve. She's not going to look to the left and see him. If she was looking at him, she would just barely budge her eyes over to the left because he's on the left part of her screen. It's so ridiculous.
Tortured by kids calling them the...
Now, again, she notices it.
N-word.
Her face gets a terrified look on her face, and she looks over.
Calling them...
She shakes her head.
She looks over at something in her room. That's not... Was that a terrified look?
Like this. She's terrified.
Porch monkeys. Just because...
She did this at the fact that somebody was calling Renelle's grandkids porch monkeys. EKC and Steve both acknowledged what Renelle was saying. Steve did this, and Renelle goes, and EKC goes, because it was bad. Renelle's grandkids were being called porch monkeys. I think that's what she's saying anyways. They were being called porch monkeys. So clearly they were listening. I'm yelling. I'm getting hyper. Clearly they were listening. I think she said her grandkids were being called porch monkeys. I think that's what she was talking about. Steve does this, and EKC goes.
For her. And that's exactly what's going on. So anyway, one more time, because you will, unlike all of you, I won't lie about you. I'll just show the truth. I won't
such a liar.
Come empty-handed like they're doing over there making up their bullshit. I'll come with receipts. And what is my receipt? her very own YouTube channel. Molly's guest is right here at the 2 hour, 31 minute, and
Whoa.
37-second mark on her channel 9 months ago on April 26th of 2022. While they're talking about and having a stream about
Right,
children,
moderate,
they're
exactly.
watching porn, and it comes through
They're watching porn, even though they're not in the same house.
the microphone. Listen again. I'll turn it up even louder.
I will say the sound does sound crazy. It is questionable, but you can't say where it came from. You can't. You don't know if it was EKC. You don't know if it was. You don't know where it came from. Oh, thank you, Amber. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And you tell me if I'm lying.
Tortured by kids calling them the N-word. Calling them tortured by kids calling them the N-word. Calling them tortured.
So the only person that's not listening to Renelle is Unirock, because he's too busy trying to act like they're doing something. This definitely shows you that she said he's tortured by them calling him the N-word. EKC goes, like, disgusted at the fact that somebody's being called the N-word. Steve goes, they're acknowledging what she said. They probably aren't even hearing this.
By kids calling them the
Now, again, she notices it.
N-word.
Her face gets a terrified look on her face, and she looks over.
Calling them
She shakes her head like this. She's terrified.
torture monkeys. Just because.
So, again.
No, she's disgusted at the fact that somebody's calling somebody the N-word, is what she is, Uni. Lord.
And I do feel bad that their guests, kids, experienced racism like that. It's not only wrong, it's evil. Because it just perpetuates that to other people that kind of hateful thing. So I actually feel bad for that person whose children and the children that experienced that racism. If they were on my show and I decided to do a show talking about that, I wouldn't watch porn. Molly, like your guest.
He said, if I had them on my channel and they were talking about this topic, I would not watch porn. Not on this one. Not on this one. If we were talking about anything else, I would watch porn, though, because I do that. The fact that he's, like, literally going to say, but if they were on my show and we were talking about this topic, I would not watch porn. It definitely makes it sound like he's saying, but he would if the topic was less serious, you know?
It's a terrified look on her face, and she looks over.
Calling them.
She shakes her head like this. She's terrified.
Torture monkeys. Just because.
So, again, and I do feel bad that their guests, kids, experienced racism like that. It's not only wrong, it's evil. Because it just perpetuates that to other people that kind of hateful thing. So I actually feel bad for that person whose children and the children that experienced that racism. If they
Thank you so much, Jane. Welcome to the Elle Bee family.
were on my show and I decided to do a show talking about that, I wouldn't watch porn. Molly, like your guest did. I feel crazy sitting here saying this out loud. I feel like
He's like, I do feel crazy admitting that I wouldn't watch porn on that one. Because you're telling off on yourself, basically saying, serious discussions when we're talking about children and racism, I'm not going to watch porn. I would not do it on those.
I've lost my mind. Did Molly really just go live and take masturbatory porn lady and use her as a source to lie on her enemies? Am I losing my mind? How in the hell is this so good? How can these types of things, why does Molly keep giving us W's and keep taking L's? But it's not even that, because the L that she's taking by doing this is the size of a skyscraper. Like, she literally is choosing a massive giant L, and she's just grabbing onto that side.
He has to lie and bully people online because he's just that annoyed in real life. Yeah. I have a feeling his family doesn't even like him that much. I really do. I really have a feeling he is the oddball out with his family. Like, he has a really successful, most of his family does really good. I will say that. And he likes to say that I stalked his family. I did not. No, I did not. Someone gave me a lot of information. And, of course, I did check a few things out because I'm like, what, really? I was sent pictures of things. And I'm like, wow, really? And so I did check some things out. And it does seem like his family, he comes from a good family. He is the odd one out. It's always what he would cover. How did he do it? Yet never covers anything but other people. Exactly. Oh, if I was going to do that, they did that wrong. But that's all he covers is other people. Uni, whatever he calls himself, is one pathetic, twisted lowlife in my book, because anyone who begs for money all the time and preys on weaker individuals like he does is just outright sick. I agree, Amber. I don't know how anyone can tolerate him. streaming about someone and on top of that, view nudes? Does he not take her out on dates, go out, talk about something other than YouTube? If I was his, I don't even know how Rachel can stand it. I was listening, y'all. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about that. He does have a girlfriend. Yes, he does. I don't know how, but he does. To porn or not to porn? That is the question. I know, right? Fat finger ruined a joke. Wait, what? What is he trying to be? I don't know. All he does is stir the pot. Yep. Got to get something to eat at truck stop, but don't leave because I'm loving the stream too much. We're not going anywhere. I like how he said 7M reached out to him. I managed to find the tweet where he called Shen a crook not too long ago. The only channel 7M contacted was Nate. Why would they care? That's the thing, is because he's friends with Nate, he lied and twisted it. He's like, 7M reached out to us. No, they reached out to Nate. You're not Nate. You lied. But that's what he does. He takes things like this and he exaggerates it. Just like he said, I think he said Dre contacted us. I doubt Dre contacted them. I'd be so shocked. Let me tell you, I'll be shocked if Dre goes on his stream. But then, I mean, I could see her in that category. But I would really be shocked. I would be shocked if she reached out to him. More than likely, he reached out to her and was like, hey, girl, go check out my channel. I've been defending you. All those people that's been attacking you, I've been exposing them because that's what he needs. He needs to ignore the fact that Dre financially abused her husband, that Dre was controlling, and the reason Vaughn left is because the reason that Vaughn did what he did is because he felt like he had no other choice. I literally just listened to an audio earlier today that Dre herself recorded, where Vaughn was like, the problem is here. I'm not okay when I'm here. I need to get away. Please let me just get away for a few days. And she's like, no, I'm calling someone if you leave. You better not. Like, it reminded me of why I did feel so strongly against Dre. I could see him calling her saying, all those people that talk bad about you, I've been exposing them. Come on my channel, please. I could see him doing that. God, I hope Nate avoids Uni Rock. He is doing great and doesn't need to be dragged down by Uni. I agree. I would never even blame Jason's parents' recent divorce on himself. I'm going to stream about this for 8 months. I would even blame Jason's parents' recent divorce on himself. Did they recently get a divorce? I thought they'd been divorced. Because I thought she remarried someone else. Hey, just in case, I can post the video on my Twitter and tag you. And since we know KJ can't even fart without 7M knowing, it'll be out there in case he tries it with them. Sounds great. He probably had Navy on an email and Dre. And honestly, the fact that Navy, isn't that right, Navy? Is that right, Navy? Yep, that's right. The sky's green, right, Navy? Yep. With purple unicorns floating through it, right, Navy? Yep. Navy just literally says yeah to everything. And I'm like, now I'm questioning Navy. I'm like, is Navy really who he says he is? Like, really? I know you've shown massive restraint considering how much and how long he streamed about you, Elle. I love that you're calling his silly ass. Thank you. This Unirock has been going after me since 2019. Since 2019. And I did my first video on him like a few months ago. After he went on Molly's panel. This man has done probably over 100 videos on me before I ever did a video on him. You ever see someone online and just know they smell? I was talking about that earlier. I don't think you was here, Maggie, when I said he just looks like he smells. Yes, Nana of 12, yes. For the record, Nate has not anything to do with Jason in over 18 months. Nate is like you, successful, not like Uni and who's failed over everything. Exactly. Nate has his fault, but he does seem like a decent guy. Kind of F to take the credit from Nate. Nate kind of contradicted him in his own video, though, about the default. Nate criticized me. Well, not really. Nate didn't criticize me. Back when my channel went down and I released the email and it had a typo in it, and everybody was saying I faked the email, Nate did a video where he looked over the email. And I didn't watch it, but I think his like general belief was that the email was a fake email. Which I'm like, that I didn't fake it. So I faked an email to send to myself. I would definitely believe that someone, because everybody's like, where's the email that YouTube sent you? Where's the email? Where's the email? Where's the email? So I go and look and I don't see it. It was in my spam folder. I found it in my spam folder. I sent it to Steve. So Nate done a video looking over and he's like, yeah, I think it's probably fake. Nate reached out to me. I went back. I told Nate everything. He asked me questions. I told him. I like Nate. And I think Nate also knows, like, hey, even if this email is potentially fake, I think Nate has enough common sense to know that does not mean that Elle made it. Elle claimed he would meet, Uni claimed he would meet him. Uni never met him. There was a guy in Ohio, he went to the video every day waiting to run into Unirock. Unirock never showed his face. Of course not. I mean, Nate come on my channel just the other day, which I couldn't get the audio to set up right. I like Nate. Thank you. Boucher Street. Thank you. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Navy is disgusting on the internet, sometimes being an active service member too. Navy, being an analyst, he really wants to go through a hearing on this. They will bump him down right before he retires. What a decision. Yeah, I can't stand people like Uni. Probably only made it through basic training and then loves going telling people they are a vet. He is what they call a shitbag soldier. Absolutely. Yeah, I like Nate. But you know what? Maybe someone went to Iraq for him since that's how he operates. Isn't Navy a cook? My lord, he's as dumb as he is. I wonder why Uni Cook doesn't realize that there's a reason why it's the same. 3 people who defend him over. I know, right? Exactly. There was something I was going to say. Yeah, from what I heard, Unirock did go to basic, and there is a photo of him and his dad after basic, and I do think that's probably Unirock. But I heard that he got hurt on base right after basic training. And that's how he draws his VA benefits, and that's what happened. From my understanding, his DD-214 does not show that he went to Iraq. So, but on Molly's panel, he says he got hurt in Iraq, was medevaced out, went to a coma. No, because things on your DD-214 would show that. I tend to think Uni drags him into things, so he just says yes, whatever, then does his own thing. Maybe so. He tried twisting what Uncivil said about the recent KJ filing too, and didn't acknowledge that no lawyer ever said 7M would win the default. They said judges are very meh to defaults constantly. I would really appreciate it if he didn't twist Uncivil's words to make it seem like he's a KJ simp. Yeah. He does not have a purple heart neither. Yeah. I wish I had a snack. I'm kind of hungry.
And passing us a giant W right now. Because could you imagine if Dre let her audience know that you know, what if Dre was like, you know what happened today, guys? What if Dre goes live tomorrow or later tonight? What if Dre goes live later tonight? Dre, it's crazy to say what I'm about to say, but it's true. It's reality. Dre could say, my biggest defamer and liar had a YouTuber who did this come on and lie on me. Dre could say that, she would never say Molly's name, but she could say that Molly had a woman doing a show about children, having an old creepy bastard watch porn while they talked about it. And she defended him, stayed his friend without calling him out, tried to ignore.
Because there's no proof that happened, Unirock. That could have been some weird interference. I mean, one time I was in my kids' room, and I heard through their walkie-talkies, I heard 2 people on the phone with each other. I mean, technology is strange. I didn't see any person on that stream that looked like they were watching anything. They both acknowledged Renelle talking about her grandson being the victim of racism. EKC did this, and Steve did this. They were definitely listening to what was being said. It could have been some weird like interference with something. Like, we don't know.
Ignore it, tried to sweep it under the rug, tried to pretend like it didn't happen, and because she did that, you can go to her channel and pull the clip right now. Let's keep going. Molly's cronies. Molly's cronies are just as gross as she is. Now, at least I can say I've never heard of Molly combining those two types of things together. Kids and the discussion of kids with this gross stuff right here. But then again, I wouldn't be shocked if I find out about it, though I can at least say as I sit, I've never heard about Molly doing that, so. Good Lord.
Ugh, I just thought about something gross.
She just keeps handing us W's.
Dude, your whole life is an L. You sit on streams all day bashing other people. You don't even have content.
I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it.
I can't believe that you're such a loser in life.
Tell Molly. Someone out there had to tell Molly. Did Molly not care? Okay, I'm doing.
No, you know what? People don't run to people and say, "Oh my God, how dare you have that person on? She did X, Y, and Z." No, people don't go do that.
A poll. Okay, here's the poll. Did Molly know and not care, or does Molly not know about her guest's background?
Molly probably doesn't know.
I mean, shit, dude. There's only a few YouTubers that have anything like this about them out there. One is the
Molly, Uni could have added the audio. I didn't watch the original, so I don't know. I don't think I watched the original.
ESP, Darkside Phil, he turned on his stream and forgot that his camera was on and literally, jacked it on stream one time. It's a famous thing that happened to him. Super cringy, super embarrassing, super gross moment for the guy. There's only a couple YouTubers on the planet that have ever done this, and Molly chooses one of them to come on her show.
Who cares? Why are you so obsessed with Molly and who she had on her show? I've never seen a man crybaby. I never seen a grown man that is so affected by this. That is so affected by what women do.
Okay, so the first option is Molly doesn't know. And the second option is Molly doesn't care. Let me read this to you so everybody understands the poll.
He is one of those that is at every free meal on Veterans Day and loves being thanked for his service. Most true veterans. Yes, Sean doesn't like it. Sean's like, it was my job, And a lot of people say, like, "Oh, thank you for your service." And he's like, "I just don't know what my response should be." Like, "You're welcome." He's like, "Because it was my job, it was my job to do." When we went shopping for Christmas shopping. We were in Under Armour, the Under Armour store, getting our boys some of those tights that you wear under your shorts for like football and stuff. And like we got them some headbands and like some shorts and stuff and some tights. And they say, "Is any of you guys a service member, active or veteran?" And I said, "Yeah, he is." And they said, "Oh, great, we'll give you the veterans discount." He's like, "No, that's okay, that's okay." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "No, we don't need it." And I'm like, "Yeah, we do." I'm like, "Apply the discount, please." Because I'm like, "No, I'm good for the discount. Like, we deserve that." And Christmas shopping is expensive. I got called a cater. Why? Because I don't sub to her. Jason only rallies the morons together. Sadly, morons can still do in real life damage. Absolutely, they do. And what's so crazy is they're all about, "How dare y'all talk about Katie this? All y'all talk about is Katie." To the point where it's like the anti-KJ community. Like, y'all are the anti-Elle Bee, anti-Molly. And y'all do too much.
So I just proved that Molly's guest that's on her show right now did that. So
No, you didn't!
And not care, or does Molly not know about her?
I don't know how people can watch him when he says, "I just proved that." I just proved that Molly's guest sat there and watched. No, you did not. You did not prove it. You lied and said that she looked at Steve looking shocked. You also said that Steve's arm was doing this when you could not see his arm. Thank you, I will. I've seen Elle Charlotte Renelle being shouted out by bigger channels like CC Squares, Adam McIntyre, Nick Destin, Rich Lugs. And the only one he gets a shout out from is without over the ball, and that sometimes. Sometimes she shouts him out, sometimes she calls him out. Depends on, how the relationship's going in the moment.
Her guest's background. So the first option is Molly doesn't know. That means she has no clue about the background. Let me see if I can add. I'll add about it. Molly doesn't know about it. Molly doesn't care about it. That makes it a little easier to understand, right? Here's the poll. You tell me.
Molly probably doesn't
guess
care.
I should have put a third option.
Molly probably doesn't. First off, Molly probably doesn't know. But even if she did know, she probably would laugh. Like, oh my God, somebody got caught watching porn. Oh my God,
Is Molly so desperate? Well, that falls under she doesn't care. Okay, that falls under that she doesn't care. She'll do anything for attention. And what we're learning is she'll do anything to try to have somebody work with her and help her. She'll employ anyone. She doesn't even care who she employs. Like, this is pretty bad, y'all. Like, I'm sorry. I don't even want to play it again because it's really, really, really gross. It is really gross. That is gross. So
somebody making noises for 5 seconds is really, really, really gross. I'm not even going to play it again because it's really, really, really... You know what was the gross thing about that whole video that he was playing? Wasn't the noises. Because we're grown. We hear those noises. Come on. Some of us make those noises. It's not gross. The really gross part of it was the fact that Renell's grandkids were being... are victims of racism. You know what I'm saying? That was the gross part. Was that we were having to hear a story about children being victims of racism. That was the gross part, not the noise that went on for 5 seconds. Like, oh, it's really, really gross. What? Yes. Yeah, this is how he is making his living, hating, lying on other creators, linking their names to videos, trying to get views from their subs, all because he can't create content. This is all he has for his skill. Exactly, Priscilla. All he does is repeat himself. Just because you constantly repeat something doesn't make it true. Exactly. Did he wake up almost suffocated on a porn mag on his face when he passed out? This porn fear is weird. I know. I don't know how anyone takes him serious. I can't watch more than 2 minutes of him without being creeped out.
When I was going live, I'll give you guys time to vote. Right when I was about to go live, Molly had said that she wanted to make a deal with Dre. Now, of course, all of us are sitting there saying, oh, she's going to try to make a deal with the Dre over the defamation and lies and slander, huh? But that wasn't the deal, because after Molly said the deal part, making a deal with Dre, she said that the deal, they needed to make a deal so that Letitia or something could go see Marvon. Ain't happening.
How do you know?
People that try to steal using the Susu aren't going to go see him. Are you insane? If Dre can bar them from the funeral, she better if he passes. If he wakes up, we know Marvon will not ever see them again.
You don't know that. I don't know that. See how he acts? Like, we know if Marvon was to wake up, he would not want to see his mom again. How do you know that? I don't know that. I've even said I might be wrong. He lit up like a Christmas tree when Molly showed her boobs. He watched that video 700 times if he watched it once. Really? I haven't seen that. I beg Satan to let me inside hell to be reincarnated on the same earth as him. Unibrow is just a loser. Yes, he is. But you cannot say, do you know how stupid you sound when you say you know what someone that you've never even met would do? I've even said myself, like, because I think Miss Letitia and Marvon Sr. should get to go see Marvon. I think they should have been able to from jump. But I've also said it's my opinion that they should. I've never said, like, oh, I know that's what Marvon would want, because I don't know Marvon personally. So I don't know for sure. I've said I feel like he probably would, but I've also said, because I've championed for that if I was wrong in the way that I championed for this, that I feel like Marvon would want his parents in the know. If he was to wake up one day and say, I'm glad my wife handled everything like she did. I'm glad my wife did not let my parents come see me. I'm glad my wife did not tell them where I was. Then I'll say, damn, I was wrong. I was wrong to think. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I know. Because you sound ridiculous when you say that about somebody you never met and you don't know who they are. You hear Jeremy DeWitt at their besties. Oh, that's the, yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. The fake cop. they got pulled over by a real cop because the real cop passed the fake cop having somebody pulled over, so he turned around and come back and was like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm a cop." And he arrested him.
Because they are abusers. They are users. Do you not consider what they're doing to poor Dre Marvon in his vulnerable position in a coma where he can pass away? Not abusive. To sit.
Did he just say where he passed away? Did he just say Marvon in a coma where he passed away? Because Marvon didn't pass away. Is that what he just said? This video is so full of false information.
But that wasn't the deal, because after Molly said the deal part, making a deal with Dre, she said that the deal, they needed to make a deal so that Letitia or something could go see Marvon. Ain't happening.
How do you know?
No, people that try to steal using the Susu aren't going to go see him. Are you insane? If Dre can bar them from the funeral, she better if he passes. If he wakes up, we know Marvon will not ever see them again. Because they are abusers. They are users. Do you not consider what they're doing to poor Dre Marvon in his vulnerable position in a coma where he can pass away? Not abusive. To sit and act like this is further abuse towards Marvon's family and wife and kids. Because the more abuse they throw at Dre, the more they're trying to affect those children. Now, it's not, I would never say that in a normal scenario. But in this scenario, Dre she's the only one providing the type of attention to the kids to help them who are also grieving through this. And Dre doesn't need the added stress and pressure from all of this. So what Molly is doing is still trying to torture this poor family when she wants to pretend like she's just trying to torture Dre. That's the big...
You know what? If I really believed that this man thought when women are going through hard times, women that are responsible for tending to their kids, they're going through losing a loved one or almost losing a loved one. So, you know, you don't attack them during that time or you don't talk about them during that time. If I really believed that this man stood for that, then I might could have a little bit of respect for him. But I know he doesn't stand for that because he attacked me when I was going through a loss. He attacked me. My husband had just got laid off. My channel had just went down. My nephew passed away and I had a false arrest all within a month. And he went after me full speed ahead. Just bam, bam, every day doing videos. Thank you. Every day doing videos about me. And I was not well. My whole family got sick with COVID. But, you know, we lost my nephew. And this income, my channel was helping provide for my family. And he was calling for me to be canceled. Even recently, he was telling people to report my channel. That he was going to try to get my channel shut down. He was going to try to get my channel shut down. This was even recently. And my channel provides for my family. So he's not one of those men that really believe, hey, you know what? She's got children she's got to tend to. She's got children she's got to take care of. She's already going through a lot. We shouldn't be messing with her. No, it's okay to do that to people if Unirock doesn't like them, and it's okay for Unirock to do that to people. But if he likes the people, and if he's on their side, then don't you do that. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. We don't do that. That is uncalled for. But it's not uncalled for when you do it, Unirock.
Lie. The big lie is when you target Dre, you're not just targeting Dre. You're targeting that whole family because right now she doesn't have Marvon to help, and she's got 3 kids that she's sitting with all day, every day, trying to manage what they're doing and teach them.
Oh, like when my husband got laid off, COVID hit. You know, I mean, nobody could get a job. So this is when my husband got laid off from offshore. He ended up getting a job a few months later. Actually, he got a job like 2 weeks later or something. In the city, being a diesel mechanic. Not a diesel mechanic, but a mechanic. Then COVID hit, and he was laid off. I'm the main provider with 6 kids. Yes, it is against TOS. Yes, it's against TOS, but YouTube, I've reported his videos about me that are against TOS plenty of times, and YouTube does nothing about it. So why is it? I have 6 children. Dre has 3. In 2020, they got like a $500,000 lawsuit. She was making like $40,000 a month 7 months ago, for years up until 7 months ago. Here we are, like, kind of barely getting by, and he's fine with trying to shut my channel down. That high guy, he said you had a fraudulent fundraiser, exactly, which was false. With all that investigation, yours was cleared so fast. It was the big ones we were on about. He also chased all the researchers away. So there's that. Yeah. And he'll never admit that he was wrong about me. He will still sit there to this day and lie about me.
Them, be there for them, console them when they're sad over what's going on, and she still has to be there for Marvon at the same time. It's almost impossible of a task, and I can't believe Dre is so strong that somehow she still manages to go back and do work every day. I commend her for that. Why, if you think Dre is not allowed to come live and continue her business, why in the world are you online trying to have a business doing YouTube? What in the world is wrong with Dre having a business? Her husband's in a coma, so she can't work. You have to, if you want to keep him there with the.
So Dre can come back to YouTube, which I'm all for Dre coming back. I want to hear what Dre got to say. And I think parents should be able to provide for their families. I'm good for Dre coming back. I don't care. I mean, I understood. Dre said she's having to pay an $11,000 a month for Vaughn to be in the place that he was in. His food is $600. I think she should be able to come back. I think anybody that wants to be on this platform and try to make money should be able to do it as long as they are not hurting people. If you're hurting people, which is what his channel is designed to do, Unirock's channel is only about other creators. He doesn't cover content. I'm good with Dre coming back. I don't care. But he literally tried to shut my channel down. So if Dre can come back, but you're trying to shut me down.
It costs over $11,000 a month just to have Marvon's medical care. Now, Justin and Molly had a clip. Whoa, Freedom, thank you. You're too kind. Justin and Molly had a clip.
You know how much it costs to raise 6 kids? What our freaking grocery bill is a month? What the insurance is now that my daughter's driving, and what it will be once my son gets his license. And when you have somebody in your house that has a license, you have to put them on your insurance. It doesn't even matter if they don't drive. Legally, you have to put it. My insurance with my daughter on there is like almost $400 a month. Once I put my son on there, oh my God. Our grocery bill is outrageous. We're a family of 8. But he's tried to cancel me.
Where they're sitting there and listening to Dre, and Dre says that the VA will not pay for Marvon's extended care. And those two sickos, Jaundice Justin and Moose Knuckle Molly, those two.
Jaundice Justin and Moose Knuckle Molly is what he just called them.
Sickos sit there and say that Dre's lying without doing one bit of research, without doing one bit of a phone call, and so you know what I did because I'm a veteran, I actually checked. So the VA will not pay for extended care in Marvon's situation unless it falls under certain circumstances. And from every bit of detail that I know about this case, Dre is telling the truth. Dre is telling the truth when she says the VA will not pay for extended care.
Thank you, Melanie. His girlfriend was on some post somewhere saying Elle was vet bashing was against TOS. I was like, show me where it's against TOS. She had nothing. Exactly. And what I was never vet back. To say I don't believe he was a vet or I don't believe he went to Iraq, that's not vet bashing. That's questioning. That's questioning if he is a vet. That's not vet bashing. Vet bashing would be like calling a soldier a child killer. Or so, that would be vet bashing. Not to say I don't believe. They don't even know what vet bashing is. They're so stupid.
Because extended care right now is beyond the scope of providing medical care to him. She's basically trying to hold out hope at this point by keeping him, alive and in a coma. That she's trying to hold out hope that he'll wake up, and she's keeping him in a coma, which is her right. She's allowed to do this. Okay, and for all we know, Marvon told her to do this if it ever happened, and that's between them. It's none of our business. So,
she's never said that, though. At no time did they ever say, yeah, thank you so much for the super chat, thank you. At no time did she say, you know what, The reason I know my husband won't want me to do this is because we had the conversation. Like, I know people do have conversations like that. Like, my grandma has always said, if I'm ever in the hospital and I have to be put on life support, don't do it. I don't want to, I want a DNR. I don't ever want to be on life support. I don't ever want to be a vegetable. Don't ever do that to me. And when the time came and my granny got really sick and she was on a BiPAP, and it was like the next step is a ventilator. My granny didn't want a ventilator. That was something that was talked about. She knew that. She conveyed that to my family for years. We all knew she wanted a DNR and she never wanted to be on a ventilator. So when it came to that, my granny passed away. That was something that was voiced. We knew. Wouldn't Dre say that? Wouldn't she come back and say, the reason I know Vaughn would not want his parents to know is because he told me that. That was something we discussed. Thank you for your service. Exactly. I don't know any vet that would really care. They'd be like, here's my proof. I have a friend who is disabled and has PTSD, but still busts late for work from seeing his comrade's stomach blown out. I didn't want to ask him out of fear for sure. Yeah. But he said he didn't have a problem about discussing his experience of actual vet issues bashing, which I, yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with someone who tries to keep a loved one in a coma for a bit of time. And it's a personal choice you make if you're ever put in that kind of a horrible situation. The VA is not evil. It's not that they will not provide Marvon's extended care because they are trying to rob Dre or they're trying to hurt Marvon. It is because it is beyond the scope of what Marvon qualifies for from the VA. You only get certain levels of care from the VA due to the percentage of disability that you have. And I asked people in my Discord how much disability Marvon had. Everybody said it was like 30% or 50% or less. And they were guessing. I don't even know if anyone knows what percentage he was disabled.
I heard he was 100% disabled. I know, Janie. I know. I thought about that before. I heard Marvon had 100% disability.
To the VA. And it changes as you go on, as you live. I've gone up many times since I've been disabled, since I was medevaced out of Iraq. So for all we know, Marvon could be a higher percentage than 30 to 50. But
since he was medevaced out of Iraq. Oh. Since he was medevaced out of Iraq. Huh. Dude, I cannot see it over here. Please let me move it. I cannot see it. Y'all bear with me a second. I'm doing something. You heard him say that. Since I was medevaced out of Iraq. Y'all see what that says right there? Iraq Campaign Medal. On November 29, 2004, Public Law 108-234 and Executive Order 13363 approved the Iraq Campaign Medal to recognize service members who were serving. To recognize service members who were serving or have served in the country of Iraq and the contiguous water area out of 12 nautical miles, and all airspace above the land area of Iraq and above the contiguous water area out of the 12 nautical mile of Iraq. So, criteria. Eligibility for the Iraq Campaign Medal requires service members to have served in direct support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Your qualifications to get this is you just had to serve in Iraq. That's it. That's it. You didn't have to do nothing special. You just had to step foot there. The period of eligibility is on or after March 19, 2003, to a future date to be determined by the Secretary of Defense or the cessation of the OIF. Yeah, if he was medevaced out of Iraq, then I'm the Pope. Although he probably was, I'm sure if he went, he was complete. He was not medevaced out of Iraq, in my opinion. So the criteria is you just had to serve in direct support of Operation Iraqi Freedom. The period of eligibility would be March 19, 2003 to future date to be determined. Service members qualified for the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal by reason of service between March 19, 2003 to February 2005 in an area of which the ICM is subsequently authorized shall remain qualified for the medal upon application. Any such service member may be awarded the ICM in lieu of the GWOTE for such service. No service members shall be entitled to both medals for the same deployment, action, achievement, or period of service. Service members must have assigned, attached, and mobilized to units operating in the area of eligibility for 30 consecutive or 69 consecutive days or meet one of the following criteria. Be engaged in combat during an armed engagement, regardless of the time and the area of eligibility, while participating in an operation or an official duties is wounded or injured and requires medical evacuation from the area of eligibility, while participating as a regular assigned air crew member flying sorts into, out of, within, or over the area of eligibility in direct support of the military operation. Each day of operation counts as 1 day of eligibility. And he always says he was injured. He says, I was injured. There's a difference in the military between wounded and injured. Yeah, I have the Afghan campaign medal tag on my car. Doesn't mean you were some big hero. You could have sat in an air-conditioned room all day. If you were there, you got these medals. Let me see if that's sent, because I want to show you guys this too. I'm pretty sure he would have got something else as well if he would have had to be, like, if he would have gotten wounded, like if he would have gotten wounded by like enemy contact in Afghanistan, which he never says that he did, but if he would have got wounded by enemy contact and had to be medevaced out, wouldn't he get something else? He don't even have an honorable discharge. He has an uncharacterized discharge. UniRock has an uncharacterized discharge. Okay, so let me see. He's going to say I'm vet bashing again. No, I'm vet questioning, homie. I'm vet questioning. In the United States of America, you allegedly fought for my right to question, right? Didn't you? All right, so this is his DD-214 allegedly. I will have to say on Sean's DD-214, his list of like medals and awards and ribbons are like on 2 pages. 2 pages. So this is Uni's. The Army Good Conduct Medal, which as long as you don't get kicked out, you pretty much get this from my understanding. National Defense Service Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Army Service Ribbon, and the Air Assault Badge. If he was wounded in war, he would have a Purple Heart. Okay. And then nothing follows. So that's that. All right. Type of separation, discharge, separation authority, I don't know. Narrative reason for separation, disability severance pay, date of time lost during, I don't know what that says, none. So right there, just says discharge, just discharge. And I think right here is where it would say, yeah, this is where it would say honorable discharge, dishonorable discharge, medical discharge. This is where it would say it. Where 23, type of separation, it would say you only get a character, and correct me if I'm wrong, anybody that's in here that's been in the service, the only way you get an uncharacterized discharge is if you were in for like 180 days or less, because you weren't in long enough for them to characterize it, for them to say whether or not you were that's what Sean said. Those are standard medals that everyone gets pretty much. I think it's 180 days. If you do less than 180 days and you get out, you just get a discharge. Because they can't characterize it. Yeah, exactly. He's got a lot of nerve accusing other vets and their wives of vet bashing, especially when he half-assed his showing proof. His proof looks like BS. Sorry, exactly. So yours says honorable medical. Yeah. Okay, so this is, hold on. I don't know what this is. Service in Iraq, something member has not completed. I don't know what that means, but he ain't got no medals from serving in Iraq, which someone did say he showed some of his DD-214 and then he showed someone else's DD-214, which his brother was in the military. Okay, due to Steve McRae and company vet bashing me lately again, here are photos of my DD-214. One is my honorable separation, which it does not say honorable separation, not section something like they say. It does not say honorable. I don't know why that's so blurry. Oh, it's even blurry here. Not section 8 like these vet bashing liars are claiming. It was not honorable. It was just discharge. All right, let's see. All right, so here's a breakdown of what his medals mean. Okay. The AGCM, Uni was a good boy. NDSM awarded to all automatically. GWOTSM awarded automatically for all enlisting after 9/11. It was discontinued in 2012. ASR awarded for completion of boot camp. AAB he completed a 10-day training. There's nothing in this list showing anything about a deployment to Iraq. And that is true. There's nothing showing anything that he went to Iraq. Exactly. That's my thing too. Like, I'm like, you mad, but you ain't showing no proof. You showing pieces of a DD-214 when you have family members that are veterans. How do we know that you're even showing yours? So military source. Okay, let's see. All right, now this is the Military Times. It says the GWOTSM has been a virtually automatic award for troops since its introduction in 2003, meaning everybody gets it. The Army, for example, determined in March 2004 that all active duty members who served after September 11th, 2001 merited this award because they all served in some way in support of GWOT, which the acronyms confused me and I don't remember exactly what they stand for. Let me see again. I'll find it though. Okay. The Army Good. Okay, so this one is the National Defense. No, the Global War on Terrorism Service. So the Global War on Terrorism, it was given to everyone that enlisted in the Army after 9/11. You just got it if you enlisted after 9/11. Okay. And while blanket eligibility was later amended to require that service members serve 30 consecutive or 60 consecutive days in support of the global war on terrorism operation, units have loosely interpreted the support criteria and awarded the medal regardless of actual connection to the ongoing conflict. My dad was military, my husband's military, I was military, my husband got out two years ago. Either that's a forged document or he's omitting out non-personal info in fear of being exposed as a liar. Exactly. Units have. Wait. Okay. I think I was missing one. Okay. After September 11, 2022, the service member must have directly served in a designated military counterterrorism operation for at least 30 days. All right. It clarifies that direct service doesn't include the previous support loopholes as well. The memo describes direct service as someone who deployed on orders for a designated CT operation or directly supported a designated CT operation on a full-time basis while assigned to an organization conducting a CT operation. Despite the changes to the Global War on Terrorism and Inherent Resolve campaign medals, the memo doesn't address whether there will be any changes to the National Defense Service Medal eligibility. All right. This is UNI's other medal, the National, what is that? The National Defense Service Medal, the National Defense Service Medal. Should the DoD cease awarding the Global War on Terrorism Era and National Defense Service Medal, which is automatically awarded to people who join the military during a designated conflict period, it would represent a symbolic close to the wars that began after September 11th. Now, here's what, okay. Missing medals on Uni's DD-214. This medal, the Iraq Campaign Medal, is not listed on his DD-214, nor is the Global War on Terrorism EM. These two medals are given for deployment to Iraq. His listed medals are Defense Service Medal and Global War on Terrorism SM, and they are automatically given to all soldiers enlisting after 9/11. So here is the Iraq Campaign Medal. Number one, what he would have. My hubby has this one. It says, awarded for service in Iraq during the Iraq War from March 19, 2003 to December 31st, 2011. Presented by the U.S. Department of Defense. Eligibility, U.S. military personnel. Status inactive. Established November 29, 2004. First awarded retroactive to March 19, 2003, but in 2005. The Iraq Campaign Medal, ICM, is a military award of the United States Armed Forces, which was created by Executive Order 11363 of the U.S. President George W. Bush on November 29, 2004, and became available for general distribution in June 2005. The medal was designed by the U.S. Army Institute of Heraldry and was awarded during the Iraqi War. During the Iraq War, from March 19, 2003 to December 31st, 2011. He would have this. The criteria, the Iraq Campaign Medal was awarded to any member of the U.S. military who performed duty within the borders of Iraq or its territorial waters for a period of 30 consecutive days or 69 consecutive days. The medal was awarded retroactively from March 2003 until the end of Operation New Dawn on the 31st of December 2011. Now, the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal. The Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, GWOTEM, is a United States Armed Forces award created by George W. Bush on March 12, 2003 through Executive Order 13289. The medal recognizes those military service members who have deployed overseas in direct service to the war on terror from September 11, 2001 to a date to be determined. Prior to April 30, 2005, the medal was awarded for service within Iraq and Afghanistan, but has been replaced with the Iraq Campaign Medal and Afghanistan Campaign Medal, and now serves primarily as recognition for personnel who have deployed in support of the war on terror, to locations beyond Iraq and Afghanistan. In a similar fashion, the Inherent Resolve Campaign Medal is now issued instead for service in the fight against ISIS, with eligibility retroactive to June 2015. Okay, Jason disagreed with my military sources. Get this. Jason disagreed with my military sources and posted his own Wikipedia. Turns out his source says the same thing as mine. He's a liar. So first off, this Rarely Care got his information from the Military Times. Like, it was a military site. But Jason went and got his from Wikipedia and then tried to act like he was saying something different. You only checked one source, one written horribly, before vet bashing. The medal is given when you sign up during conflict. Like I said in my post, it's not automatically given unless you sign up during the conflict. It's used for many. Like, what he said was you got a medal that was given to everyone that signed up after 9/11, which is what you would have done. What you didn't, I would assume, what you didn't get was any medals that was given out for anyone that went to Iraq. I watched a documentary about Iraq and war. Still waiting on my Purple Heart medal. I know, right? You can redact your social and show your whole DD 214 if you have nothing to hide. From my understanding, Uni told his audience that he legally could not show his DD 214. That's what I was told. That Uni Rock was like, I legally am not allowed to show it. That's what he said. And when people asked to see his medals, he said, they're at my mom's house. My mom has them put up. But he's quick to ask people for proof. He's so quick to be like, where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where's yours? Where's yours? So this person went through and highlighted the fact that what Uni showed says the same daggone thing that he has said. That it's awarded to every member of the U.S. Armed Forces who has served during any one of 4 specified periods of armed conflict or national emergency from June 27, 1950 through the present, combat or in theater service, and not required for the award participation medal, the National Defense Service Medal. I know, right? He never sees his mother to take a picture of him. Anything? See, what I said was true. You only check one source. Whatever. I'm a fully disabled vet. That is my job. I'm a fully disabled veteran. That is my job. They are vet bashing all of us who are injured on duty. Huh? Wow, that's sick. So it's their opinion all disabled vets are jobless even though the military pays us every month? LOL, vet bashing is wrong. What's so crazy though is some of Unirock's people have talked crap about my husband because he's a stay-at-home dad. They've popped off that he should get a job. My husband is letting me live my dream because my dream is to be a successful YouTuber, and that's what I want to do. And my husband is being the stay-at-home dad to let me do that. Now, what's the difference between a wounded and an injured service member? Let me really make myself a little bit smaller. Hold on. All right. The military defines these terms differently. If the soldier is hurt in an accident while they're home, it's called an injury. If the soldier is hurt while in a battle or war, it's called wounded. Unirock always says injured. I was injured. I was injured. I was injured. That is also the term if a soldier is in a car accident while overseas. So overseas, you're wounded. If battle, war, wounded. If you're here, if you get hurt over here and it's not, enemy related or in war, it's an injury. I heard that after he graduated boot camp, he was on base and he got hit by a car on base, a very slow moving car. The car wasn't even going super fast, but he literally says he got medevaced out of Iraq. That's what he says.
But in Marvan's situation, like I said, I actually called around and I found out that it is completely normal for the VA to not put someone into extended coma care in certain situations. And Dre's situation is a normal situation. Dre would be breaking the law if she was trying to use insurance or if she was lying about what her insurance covered so that she could raise money on the internet. That is a fraud raiser. It's akin to faking cancer so that you can try to get money from like we busted fake cancer fraud raisers before. You guys know this if you watch my shows. You can go to Unirock 2 and watch the commentary video I uploaded where we busted the cancer fraud raiser. So people do this. They take a medical condition they may lie about a part of it so they...
Did he just say Dre could not collect money online by saying Vaughn was in the hospital in a coma? I'm pretty sure she could. I'm pretty sure she could get online and say, my husband's in a coma. Our bills are stacking up. If you guys would like to donate to us, we would appreciate that.
they can get a shit ton of money under false pretenses, which is fraud, and they can get in a lot of trouble for that. Dre is not doing that. The police have cleared Dre. Vaughn is in a position that makes sense to the rules of the VA for how they pay for veterans who have medical care with them, and Dre is allowed to go to work. So Dre isn't even damn on there with a fundraiser. She's not there with the GoFundMe. She's not there with the fundraiser. She didn't put out a pay link. She didn't tell people to donate. She said she was going to go to work. So when these people come in and they try to character assassinate and defame Dre by saying she's e-bagging, then they need to be handled. Dre needs to step up, in my opinion, and sue the fuck out of these people. Any of those people that are going to sit there and lie and help Molly do this, she needs to cease, desist, restraining order, or she needs to step up and sue him, in my opinion. Let me talk to my chat for a minute before we move on. There's a few things to update you with, and then we'll get moving. As always, I forgot. I was so surprised that Molly would take a freaking pervo and invite her on the panel. Do you know what else that woman has done? You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know.
No, because you know what? He pays so much attention to the people that he hates. He pays so much attention to them. Why, if you hate them? They're not talking about you. I mean, none of these people, like Molly, will not talk about Unirock. She hates people talking about Unirock on her platform because she's like, I don't want to pay him the attention at all. I don't want to. It took me 3 years of this guy making videos about me before I finally started speaking up and say, he's a liar. He's a liar.
I'm going to ask you. 85% of you said Molly knows about this YouTuber and what she's done extremely recently, and 85% of you believe she's just letting her come up on stream and lie regardless. Like, she's supporting the fact that this YouTuber did this and was okay with this and defended this on her show.
Why? You support Katie, Unirock. You support Katie. I mean, there's video of you admitting that Katie's a doxer. There's video of you admitting that Katie mass flags channels, that she trolls people, that she has sock accounts, that she doxes people, that she calls kids brats. I mean, you've acknowledged all of that, but you still defend her, and you still let her be a mod in your chat for the longest. So why do you care what other people do when you're a sorry human being as well?
Now, I want to ask you another poll. Do you want to know the most disgusting thing this guest on Molly's panel has done online with a question mark? So if you want to know, vote, and I'll tell you if you vote yes. So let me read my chat so I can see what you guys are saying. So the vote is, do you want to know what the most disgusting, because you're going to say, but isn't what that whole masturbating thing while they're talking about kids watching porn the most disgusting thing this person's done? Nope, not by a long shot. That's why it's so crazy that Molly had this person on her panel. Holy. Much says she's a constant e-bagger. Yes, Molly definitely is, and her friends are too. So when you have somebody, many people will sit there and say constantly, how does Molly keep lying about this? How does she keep doing this? I'm going to tell you how Molly keeps doing this in just a minute.
He said she's a constant e-bagger. He says she's a constant e-bagger. His Discord leak where he's like, hey guys, gonna be streaming later. If you want me to stream a little bit earlier, send me money for a Red Bull. Hey guys, it's UniRage. The Rock is asleep right now. Thank you, Brittany. The Rock is asleep right now. I would love to get him a Red Bull when he wakes up. If you guys don't mind, can you please send me a little bit of money to do that? I mean, literally, we're in a bind right now. I've got to come up with a little bit of cash in the next few days. Please donate to my PayPal. If anybody got $20 to get me out of a bind, that's e-begging. $20 to get me out of a bind. I'm trying to come up with some money. I got about 3 days to come up with some money. Please send money to my PayPal. That is e-begging. I'm out of vape juice, guys. Please. That's e-begging. And that's embarrassing.
It has to do with her word. It has to do with what Molly's, not just Molly's, but anyone that's a pathological liar. What do their words mean? How do you judge their words? Yeah, Jen, it was already very disgusting. The guest right here, I don't even say this person's name, because of how many disgusting things they have done that affect children. I don't even say their name, but there it is. This person is on Molly's panel. So the other disgusting thing, you may not know that this person has done because you probably have never heard about her. She's completely irrelevant, and she lost all of her relevancy when she did this stuff. She was supporting another YouTube person who got mad at a few big YouTubers and their lawyer. So she took the kids of that YouTuber and that lawyer and photoshopped them into porn. So this story is kind of similar to what the other story is involving this person. Because I know it's pretty crazy. Number one, the stories both involve children. Number two, the stories both involve this person making excuses for it and saying that it's fine that this happened and trying to tell people that they're wrong for calling out people masturbating and watching porn on stream while people talk about their children. That's point number one. And point number two, this person also just vehemently defended it. I mean, viciously defended the behavior. So again, she had a friend that she was defending who had taken the kids of that YouTuber and to those people to try to harass and abuse the children and the YouTuber and the lawyer, and got caught and busted for this. This person.
I thought this video was going to be him about asking where the money went.
Literally went online and said that the people that were mad about this are in the wrong, that we are liars, that we are the bad people because we were calling this out. We were talking about how gross and disgusting it is to do this, and she said we were wrong because it was just a joke. I'm not kidding.
What was
she said it was
joke?
satire.
What was satire?
She said that when someone does that to try to dox, troll, and harass someone's kids that they're mad at, it's a joke, and it's no big deal. You shouldn't be mad about it. We shouldn't be affected by it. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. It was illegal, and the FBI got involved, and I'm not playing. People that were around back then know all about this.
Wait, what? I missed some. I missed what he's talking about.
Yeah, she's the one who called it satire. Yes, that's what I said. Yep. Shooting while people talk about their children. That's the point. I'm mad at a few big YouTubers while they're talking about kids watching porn and the most disgusting thing this person's done. Nope, not by a long shot. That's why it's so crazy that Molly had this person on
He is obsessed with porn.
her panel. Holy. Much says she's a constant e-bagger. Yes, Molly definitely is, and her friends are too. So when you have somebody, many people will sit there and say constantly, how does Molly keep lying about this? How does she keep doing this? I'm going to tell you how Molly keeps doing this in just a minute. And it has to do with her word. It has to do with what Molly's, not just Molly's, but anyone that's a pathological liar. What do their words mean? How do you judge their words? Yeah, Jen, it was already very disgusting. The guest right here, I don't even say this person's name, because of how many disgusting things they have done that affect children. I don't even say their name, but there it is. This person is on Molly's panel. So the other disgusting thing, you may not know that this person has done because you probably have never heard about her. She's completely irrelevant, and she lost all of her relevancy when she did this stuff. She was supporting another YouTube person who got mad at a few big YouTubers and their lawyer. So she took the kids of that YouTuber and that lawyer and photoshopped them into porn. So this story is...
I know what he's talking about. He's talking about Nat. He's talking about the lady Nat that had different personalities, like 30 of them. One was a unicorn. That person is off her rocker, clearly. And that person did do something like that. She made porn out of the lawyer, Tati Westbrook's lawyer, and Emily D. Baker and Tati Westbrook's lawyer, Nat, found pictures of their kids and photoshopped their faces into porn. But before that happened, EKC did think Nat was a victim. She thought Nat was a victim. So she kind of like rooted for Nat, I believe. Before she knew that though, I don't think EKC goes to bat for Nat anymore since that came out. And at first nobody knew who did that. Nobody knew who did the porn with the lawyer's kids. Nobody knew who did it at first. And she's in the UK, so it was a difficult situation, but because she did it to lawyers, they handled up on it. She was arrested for it, and she was supposed to be booted off the internet. Nat is not supposed to have access to the internet ever again after that. However, she struck Charlotte's channel the other day. Charlotte did a video about Nat the other day, and Charlotte tweeted saying, I wonder who did this. And it was a video about Nat, and it was struck from the UK. Crazy Nat from the UK, yes. So Nat is still watching. I remember Uni claiming he was in contact with Salt, who told him about the whole situation and on who was behind it. Someone actually did ask him on Twitter, and he was like, yeah, exactly. Uni Rock lies so much. Oh, we've talked to Tati's camp. We've talked to this person. We've talked to that person. I've talked to the lawyer. What? Yeah, Nat took photos of Michael Salt's kids and Emily D. Baker's kids and photoshopped their faces into porn. She did. But when Nat first came about, it was under the guise that she was targeted by Katie, that she was attacked by Katie. You guys don't remember the I stand with Nat because everybody thought Katie attacked her and threatened her, and it was we stand with Nat. I know I can't operate a microwave, but I can copyright strike. I know, right? Right? Oh, thank you. I get so happy to see you live. Your channel's been. Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I never even thought I would get subscribers, much less be anybody's favorite channel. Definitely not that. But yeah, so Nat's not supposed to be online, but she did like strike or claim or something in one of Charlotte's videos. So I do think she's back on the scene. But yeah, so EKC kind of went to bat for Nat before this came out, but he's not telling his audience this. He's making it out like Nat knew that EKC knew Nat did this and still went to bat for her. Oh, she said that Katie like threatened her. I know someone came in the chat. Nat's microwave. I know, that was hilarious. She said that that Katie threatened her, and God, I don't even remember what all she said, but it was in the whole lawsuit, the Tati lawsuit. Nat wrote a declaration in the Tati lawsuit against Katie and lied on Katie.
It's kind of similar to what the other story is involving this person. Because I know it's pretty crazy. Number one, the stories both involve children. Number two, the stories both involve this person making excuses for it and saying that it's fine that this happened, and trying to tell people that they're wrong for calling out people masturbating and watching porn on stream while people talk about their children. That's point number one. And point number two, this person also just vehemently defended it. I mean, viciously defended the behavior. So again, she had a friend that she was defending who had taken the kids of that YouTuber and her lawyer and put them into porn using Photoshop, which is called simulated CP. Okay? So this person had done that and then sent the videos to those people to try to harass and abuse the children and the YouTuber and the lawyer, and got caught and busted for this. This person literally went online and said that the people that were mad about this are in the wrong, that we are liars, that we are the bad people because we were calling this out. We were talking about how gross and disgusting it is to do this, and she said we were wrong because it was just a joke. I'm not kidding.
I don't
She said
think
it was
so.
satire.
I
She
don't
said
remember
that
that.
when someone does that to try to dox, troll, and harass someone's kids that they're mad at, it's a joke, and it's no big deal. You shouldn't be mad about it. We shouldn't be affected by it.
If EKC said that it was a joke or satire because Nat did that, I don't know about that. From my understanding, EKC defended Nat before she knew Nat even did that.
Okay. I'm not playing.
And I'm going to believe that because I know how Unirock twists and lies on things, and I'm going based off my memory.
I'm not playing. It was illegal, and the FBI got involved, and I'm not playing. People that were around back then know all about this, and they can back me up on it. Yeah, she's the one who called it satire. Yes, that's what I said. Yep.
I've never heard that.
The person who made it is facing charges in the UK for doing it. She just defended that person viciously and also attacked any of us viciously who called that person out and talked about it. And this is why she was ostracized from every community. So it's crazy to see Molly.
Unirock has been ostracized from every community. Unirock has been kicked out of several communities.
Because Molly is like acting like these events weren't things that everybody knew about. Whenever this person comes around, any community, that community bans her and says, no, get out of here. Person who thinks that simulated CP is satire, no, get out of here. Person who lets people jacket.
I don't think that's true at all.
On their stream while they talk about kids, get out of here. For some reason, Molly picked that person to be her white knight. Hope says if Drake criticizes...
No, just because Molly just because Molly had someone on her panel does not mean she chose somebody to be her white knight. She brought them up on her panel to say, tell me what you know and tell my followers what you know. The way they do this is so twisted. Like I was live the other day. I was live yesterday and I was eating. I was playing a video and I'm eating. And somebody comes in and says, oh, you're eating like your leader because Molly eats a lot on streams. So they're like coming in and saying, Molly's my leader. I'm like, first off, ain't nobody my leader, homie. And yes, I'm gonna eat because I've been live all freaking day. So yes, I have to eat. But like just because I went on panel with Molly, people want to say she's my leader and she's my best friend. I'm like, I don't even talk to her. Need those makeup tips, Elle. Yours is perfection. I do my makeup every morning on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook, I do my makeup every morning on Facebook. That's why I got all my makeup out here in my office. Sean just bought me this for my birthday. I have a big one in the house, like a really big one in the house. But, Lit, who wants a unicock in their community? Oh, yeah, that's right. KJ, a layer for a layer. Exactly. Kelso, follow me. I'll be live again tomorrow doing my makeup because I do my makeup every morning before I start my videos and stuff. And you can follow me on YouTube. We always talk about, this morning we were talking about Dre returning to Facebook. And I know 7 of them lawyers ain't going to be contacting this idiot. Not at all, dog. Okay, so this is my Facebook right here. says Elle Bee. And that's the picture. So it looks like that. Like that. Oh, the link. Mama of 3 just posted the link.
If Dre criticizes Kenny Bag, then she has every right to work on social media. Just saying. P.S. She is sick. That woman is sick. Yes, she's sick. She is sick. I would say I can't believe Molly is sitting there allowing. It's not that I can't believe she wouldn't do it to try to get at her criticizers, but Molly is making herself look so bad today. And the thing is, she.
Thank you, Maggie. Thank you so much. Good night, Maggie. You know what's so crazy is he can sit there and be like, Molly's making herself look so bad, and Molly's like, I don't give a crap. Molly does not care if Unirock thinks she's making herself look bad.
She's doing a damage control stream. She's trying to lie about me. She's trying to lie about nonsense.
Yep.
She's trying to lie about her content. I'm sure she's attacked other people. I just don't know about it. Here in a little bit, I'm going to jump down into the rooms in Discord.
Same. I have friends that I'm friends with that started channels that were anti-KJ channels. But then when they started bumping heads with Steve, they ran to Unirock. And then all of a sudden, they were like, the anti-KJ community's too much. And it's like, you built your whole channel off calling out Katie. So now it's too much when other people have their channels doing that just because you decided to quit because you don't like Steve, so you're going to go run to Unirock. The hypocrisy is so crazy.
Katie is sick today, and Boston Nick was going to come in. Boston Nick still is supposed to come in here in about 10 minutes or so if he's around. And maybe even Cherie or someone who is in Discord can come in and update us on what they're talking about. Because I have a rule, and I just broke my rule by showing you guys that Molly's guest did these things. Because I've made a rule that I won't talk about that person. Also, Nonsense has made a rule that we won't talk about that person. Because of...
I want to arrange a truckload going east and ask Elle Bee to do my makeup. Don't worry, my truck doesn't just end up in your truck. I have a place you can park. Don't worry. I'm sorry you can dislike Steve McRae without associating with someone uncredible. Like, that doesn't make you a truth seeker. I know. It's like, like Roadhog does not like Unirock. But I'm not going to go join Roadhog's panel. I'm not going to become friends with Roadhog because I still don't agree with some of the things that he's done and some of the things that his wife has done. So I'm not going to go join his panel and be all up in his chat like all the time. Now, I do watch him when he talks about Unirock because I think it's hilarious. Unirock will talk about women all day long, but Unirock will not go head to head with a man. Yeah, I'd name channels, but no need. Just look at it exactly. It's the same media. Some of them I used to be friends with some of them. And then it's like, don't talk about kids. Like somebody posted about the other day something in reference to Katie's son. Katie posted pictures of her with her son at the dinosaur thing, and they reposted them. And because Katie was trying to act like she was some great mama, because in the picture she's like walking down the steps. Her son's in the picture, and she's like, "My husband caught me and my son bonding, blah 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 blah, whatever." And they're like, that doesn't look like you and your son are bonding. It looks like you're just walking down the steps. Just walking down the steps. You know what I'm saying? And I see all these people say that I used to follow, that I used to like, we don't talk about children. How dare y'all post a photo of her children? And I'm like, first off, Katie posted the photo, which I wouldn't do that either. I would not post the photo of Katie, that Katie posted of her and her kids. I wouldn't. But those same people that says, y'all don't talk about Katie's children, was okay being in Unirock stream when he talked about my child. My child is autistic. And when Unirock said that my husband broke my daughter's arm and my son's leg. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. It's ridiculous to see the hypocrisy. And it's like, just because you don't like someone doesn't mean you have to go gang up with someone just because you have a common enemy doesn't mean you got to go gang up with that person when you know that person has lied, when you know that person is a shitty person. I wholeheartedly agree.
If you talk
They're
about
like, the anti-KJ community is so terrible. And I'm like, y'all literally were the anti-KJ community until y'all started butting heads with Steve McRae. And then you ran to Unirock. Trisha Paytas? Trisha Paytas? I follow Trisha Paytas. Yeah, Unirock said that. Unirock said that Sean broke my daughter's arm and my son's leg. And he said that I abused my autistic son. Apparently, according to what some of those YouTubers, Uni is frequently right. No, he's not. And like you said, even a clock is right twice a day, and Uni might be right here and there. When he said he had a shitty channel and a silly channel, he was right. He was right. But that's about all he's right with. I mean, they literally go after the anti-KJ community for constantly covering Katie, but all Unirock has covered for the past freaking 8 months has been me, Molly, and Justin, basically. I guess he was right about Tati wanting KJ's channel, or Salt's reaching out to him, or 7M contacted him. Oh, wait, never mind. Right? Right?
she likes targeting people's kids, or she likes to make excuses for people that dox and target people's kids. She supports people that do that.
And you support people that do that too, because you support Katie.
Which makes sense why she's supporting Molly. So we don't want her targeting.
But you talk about people's kids, and you do the same kind of stuff, which makes sense for why you would support Katie.
Anyone in the community, when if we talk about her, it might happen. But since she's on Molly's panel, I made an exception to educate the community.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Trisha Paytas. Truthfully, Trisha. I'll have to look her up.
On what this?
Because I'm pretty sure Trisha Paytas went on Dr. Phil too.
It's done. If you want to have her on your show, I give you my blessing. If you guys like to destroy your followings and make yourselves look that bad, I give you my blessing. That's all on you. But I
Unirock thinks people care about him so much that he's got to give his blessing to someone. Another creator, I got to give you my blessing for you to have somebody else on your channel. Nobody gives a crap about you. Nobody's looking for your blessing.
No, a lot of you would not want to interact with a person who has, and with video evidence, done everything I just said. And the crazy thing is, you're dealing with people who go around trying to say that they have a problem with certain other people all the time. And they never do. Their problem is always that, so what they'll do is they hate somebody, right? And if you end up interacting with that person, now all of a sudden, you're valid for them to hate you. They don't need to go out and find something you've done wrong. They don't have to find something to criticize you on, because it's not about criticism. It's just about harassment. It's about targeting them. It's about the support of the YouTuber that can give the clout. It's a clout chasing kind of system, if you will, if I explained it okay.
Let me see this really quick. Who else he got tagged in this? Dre McCrae, Marvon, Elle Bee, Molly Golightly, Hills on the Ground, Unirock, Rock a Lot 2, True Crime, YouTube, Rock a Lot Live, YouTubers. If you look, and this tells you who the real tragedy pimp is, and who's really using Marvon, is him. Because he literally, which don't get me wrong, this video is about Dre and Marvon, but pretty much every one of his videos have my name tagged, Molly's name tagged, Dre, Vaughn's, even if it's not about us. It's just doing the same. It's interesting. Those same anti-who-yap at anti-channels are going real life, are vet bashing, have a legitimate posted a CPS number for people to call on KJ, and B, disrespecting Vaughn, laughing. Yes. Kelso, people are cool. No one should talk about your family. I agree. I did unfollow some anti-KJ accounts because some do nitpick. Me too. I do think some anti-KJ people do go too far. I agree with that. Posting on her family, which is KJ's problem, not ours, but the anti-antis are worse. Exactly. Because said channels have what real life. Yep. Thank you so much for the super chat again. Thank you. Anyways, you guys, it's 1:30. I'm getting tired. I'm going to go to bed. I really wanted him to give me something to like really kind of call out, but he didn't say nothing. He really didn't say crap in this vehicle. Like nothing of substance except trying to say that Steve and EKC was whacking off on stream, that they were doing it together, or that they were at the same, because he said they're watching, which they weren't in the same house. So I really don't know how they were watching. But I'm actually having fun calling out his lies and calling out how stupid he sounds. So we might do this from time to time. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it on Facebook in the mornings when we're doing my makeup. I don't know. Okay, y'all, I'm new here, so I apologize, but Uni reminds me of those sovereign citizen people who go out and video themselves auditing their First Amendment rights. Is he one of those people? He does, doesn't he? Doesn't he? But I don't think he is, because I don't think he gets out of his mama's basement. Do those antis really think the anti-KJ are the only antis who exist? I'm guessing they never heard of the Duggar Snark or anti. I know, right? Yes, they really act like this is the only anti-group that exists. It's so crazy because it's like y'all used to be a part of this, and y'all used to do the same thing. Y'all used to talk about her kid. Y'all used to talk about her parenting. Y'all used to call CPS. Y'all used to encourage people to call CPS. Y'all used to do the same thing. But now all of a sudden, just because y'all don't like Steve, y'all like Unirock, and y'all say this is too much and people shouldn't do that. But Unirock's over here doing stuff like that. Unirock is trying to cancel a mom who's got 6 mouths to feed. Unirock's accusing me of abusing my child. Unirock's vet bashing my husband. Nonsense vet bashing my husband. The only thing is we don't care. I'm not wearing merch. It just says blessed. Or fearless, maybe? Yeah, fearless. Yeah, I'm just wearing a shirt that says fearless. I haven't worked on my merch in a while. I need to work on my merch. But anyways, tomorrow, probably at about, my kids don't have school tomorrow, so I'm not going to wake up super early. Let's do 10:30. 10:30 in the morning, we'll do a get ready with me, I think. 10:30 in the morning. Also, lies about our who is a vet. Wow. Hey, Anita. This is a fun live. It was 2:30. Didn't realize it was on my phone that long. I know. Oh, no, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I enjoyed having you here. And I was actually shocked when Sean's like, hey, go watch our videos. I'm like, oh, she got some Unirock videos. Let me go look. And then I was like, I know her. I probably watched those 2 videos like 4 times. Because I just love watching people call Unirock out on his BS. They built their own channels and will not get views unless they're sparking drama with other creators. That's why I think antis are worse. Virtual signaling is annoying. Virtue signaling is annoying. Yeah, I agree. That's what it is. It's so crazy. They built their following off hating Katie and talking crap about Katie. Then they flipped, and their followers are like, they lost some of their followers because their followers didn't like Katie. And then they flipped to kind of taking up for Katie a little bit, having Katie in their chat. What is that? When you built your whole thing off hating Katie, and then they're over there with Unirock, which most people that hate Katie hate Unirock. And then when they would try to cover real content, they couldn't get the views because they grew their following off of hating Katie. So they really, just like Unirock, he can't get views if he's talking about regular content. Like a Marilyn Monroe, I think he did a Marilyn Monroe video like a long time ago, and like I don't even know if he ever does actual content. Okay, just for instance. The Marilyn Monroe Netflix thing. 6 months ago, it got 2.4. Without a crystal ball, ex-moderator tells all. 6 months ago, 2.9. He did actually okay on that one. Best meme ever, Johnny Depp. 328 views. Rip-a-verse. 586 views. EFT, Wipe Unirock in Minutes Escape from Tarkov, 132 views. Without a Crystal Ball and X-Mods Tell Her Story, 728. Dark Something, 721. Discord Session, 280. Edit EKC Interview, 426. The Results of a Catface Attack. Catface? 323. Your Move, Catface, 680. I Attempt to Save My Friend in Tarkov, 366. Amy Schumer, 1.7. That was 10 months ago. The Most Famous Debunk Confirmed by New York Times, 516. 11 months ago. Without a Crystal Ball Lawsuit, Will EKC Correct Herself, 983 views, 11 months ago. Tarkov. So he can't even pull in that good of views even when he's talking about Katie alone, really. he has to talk about like me, Molly, Justin. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody. Like, if he's doing Tarkov, he's not gonna get the views. Except that one. Some reason he got 6.8K on that one. He must have bought those views. Because look over here. Teammate tries to get revenge. Escape from Tarkov. 187. That's the only video of Tarkov that I've seen that got even over like 500 views. Tarkov Halloween event 156. Gabby Petito 1.1. That was a year ago. Reading without a crystal ball NDA. They lied just for a year. That's a year old. Not even 2K views. These fights are extreme. Tarkov 342. Thank you, Kelso, for the super sticker. Happy late birthday. It was on the 16th, but thank you. Yeah, his KJ views were even fizzling out. No wonder he's latching on to MGL. Because look at this. The MGL stuff, he's getting the views. This was 2 hours ago, 2.8. Molly, 1 day ago, 3K. Dre McRae returns. Molly go lightly. 1 day ago, 3.1. Dre McRae is back. 1 day ago, 1.2. Molly go lightly. Where's the refunds? 2.8. Where's Molly Betty? Sounds mad. 2.8. Molly House of Williams. 2.6. Clipping Tragedy Pimps. Where's Molly? Mallory. Blah blah blah. 2.3. St. Jude's Pride Razor. Molly and Diana. 2.5. Molly Ashley Aftermath. 10 to Life and the Tragedy of Tragedy Pimps. 1.9. Who's lying? 10 to Life. Elle Bee. Whatever. Molly. 2.9. Ashley Furniture. That's about Molly. 3.7. House of Williams. Live filing complaint, 3.3. So really, he has to talk about other creators, and even his, like you said, even his Without a Crystal Ball stuff was kind of fizzing out. He wasn't picking up the views on that no more. So he's latching on to the only thing that's working for him right now. Uni's missing Iraq campaign medal. Please keep that as your name and join me in every freaking stream that you can be at. I love that. Uni's missing Iraq campaign medal. Where is it? Where is it? I love it. Love it. Anyways, you guys, join me. Uni, if you want to bang MGL, just say so. Just say so. That mama had to go for a bit. I love that name. Okay, you guys, 10:30 Central Time, probably. Maybe we should do 11:30 because I might sleep. I don't know. I'll probably get up and hang out with the kids. Let's do 11:30 because I'll get up in the morning and hang out with the kids for a little bit before I come out here. So 11:30 Central Time, I'm going to come out here and get ready and start my day for work. Thank you all for hanging out with me today for my birthday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the super chats, super stickers, everything. You guys are the bomb.com. And Unirock, this is going to send him into a tailspin. He's going to have... He's going to have content for a few days on me just because I talk crap about him today. He's going to go on a crying fit. He's going to go on a crying fit. Elle Bee talked about me. She vet bashed me again, even though it's not vet bashing. It's vet questioning. I believe he probably did boot camp. That's it. And his TD214 says it itself. Thank you guys so much. 11:30 Central Time. I will be over on Facebook. We'll be putting our makeup on. And maybe we'll be listening to more Uni streams where I call out his BS. We'll see. You guys join me tomorrow. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye, everyone.